Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode of the show that is lucky if they can even spell 100, let alone have an episode already. Welcome to another episode of Dad's Turn to Talk, folks. And as you can see, we have a full house this evening because, yes, speaking of 100, this is our official 100th episode. Welcome to the party, folks. Who knew we were going to be on this long? Whatever this is.
Trying to figure it out.
And the reason that we have a full house tonight is because we've had a lot of fun, continuous guests with us. Let's not kid ourselves, folks. The only reason that this show works is because of people like yourselves. And we are lucky to have all the fans and guests that we have had. And the folks on the line tonight are some of those who have been with us on this continuous journey throughout our 100 episodes. Hopefully another will join us tonight, but why don't we get started with introducing our guests. Ladies first, can someone get this girl a slasher film, please? Our honorary dad. The one and only Lily is here. Hello, Lily.
Hey, guys. Yay! I'm so happy to be here. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thanks. Appreciate that. All right. Our next guest, speaking of slasher flicks, Lily, I think I know somebody who can help you out. The one and only Ben Rock is here. Hi, Ben. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Very excited. Congratulations on 100 episodes.
Thank you. And
Dixie's here.
Yeah, I know. Dixie showed up.
Oh God. Oh jeez.
Oh Lord.
Heck yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Even with
Yay,
Chuck.
Dixie.
Wow.
All right. And finally, the guy who can, you know what? I just got on his platform. I can finally write about a slasher flick. I've been waiting so long. The one and only Blaine from Critic List is here. Blaine.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. I'm very happy to be back on another episode of Grumpy Old Men. It's been a while, and I've missed you guys, and I'm glad to be here. It's always fun and keeping you guys on your toes. So and congrats on 100. Was I y'all's first actual on the show guest?
No. Lily came on. Actually, our first guest was Omid, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, it was Omid.
Yeah.
Omid
Abtahi on the show, who played Dr. Pershing on The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was our first guest, and Lily came on the week right after him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was early, but clearly not early enough. I wasn't prioritized enough to be as early as these guys.
I don't think we knew you yet, Blaine.
Yeah, you might not have.
Yeah, I think you came a little bit later, but glad you're here with the rest of the gang here. We are going to have another guest, and unfortunately, she is actually getting off the train. She was just getting home from work, so she's going to be joining us here as soon as she can. That's the one and only Gazelle. We'll talk about her. With her, of course, some things basketball at some point down the line, so don't worry. Stay tuned for that. Now that this godforsaken Super Bowl is going to be over with on Sunday. Anyway, let's move on. Why don't we introduce our cast of characters here? Why don't we start with the guy who actually spun this idea up and got us here to begin with? And if there's someone to blame, you can go right to Bob. Bob.
Hey guys, it's good to be here. Good to be here with some of the friends from the show. Our honorary dad, Blaine. You've become a good friend as well. Ben, it's always a pleasure to have you on. I learn a lot from film every time you're on, Ben. I mean, you give us so much insight. So it's always a blast to have you on there. And my goodness, we have our first super chat. I have to show this now. Subtle.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's what that was. I was
Josh recommends Top Gun as a great volleyball movie.
Yeah. That makes sense. Subtle recommended that. There's a lot of homoeroticism happening in that scene, and Subtle is the exact character for that.
But we do see everybody in the chat. Subtle, we see you there. Meister, Beloved, Dixie, of course, Caveat, Mrs. Criticless, all of y'all. It's a pleasure to have all of y'all here tonight. We hope that you guys have a good time on the show tonight in celebrating this 100th episode with us.
Yep, thanks, folks. Okay, last but certainly not least, Bob, I was just kidding. If there's someone to really blame about all this, you can go ahead and point to Josh. Josh, hello.
Hi, Jericho. How are you? Happy 100, everyone. We love having all our favorite people on. Lily, our honorary dad. My boy Ben, who I see all the time, who has the most incredible vocabulary I've
Uh-oh.
ever seen in my life. And not bad.
Sure.
Talking
Like I
about
said, we become educated when Ben is on the show. I kid you not. I feel like the class of this show just raises a whole nother level.
Oh, big time. And then we have my favorite Blaine, who hates every good movie possible for some reason.
Listen,
Yeah.
don't
Jaws
don't.
and Airplane. I can't.
I just
understand
want
it.
to point out Josh doesn't care for Big Trouble in Little China. So
Enough said.
Yes.
Thank you,
Whoa.
Ben.
Thank you.
I do not like
Oh.
Kick him.
China.
Get him out.
Oh my god.
Get him out.
Yeah,
No,
now
you don't
what?
That's a sin.
Mhm.
But it's good to be here. I'm ready to rock and roll, and yeah, let's get going.
All right. So just to let folks know, fun show this evening. We will be reviewing maybe one of the most it's not even a maybe, is it? One of the most epic films of all time, and that is Raiders of the Lost Ark, because it is also celebrating an anniversary here this year. In
Yes,
addition
it's the
to
45th anniversary, right?
45.
Wow.
oh my
45?
god.
I guess
Yeah.
so. Came out in 80, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can we not talk about how old this movie is? I think
Yeah, we didn't say, I didn't give ages or anything. I
Yeah,
just said when it came
I'm
out.
pretty sure I might be the only one in this chat who saw it in the theater.
oh,
Probably.
Well, no, Dixie might have.
That's
Dixie
true.
Yeah.
might have-
Yeah.
Right.
Dixie
Yeah.
was how, like 40 when it came out? So yeah. she was probably,
Yeah.
who knows?
We love
Probably.
you, Dixie.
in addition to that, folks, we will be taking a stroll back to memory lane and watching all the ridiculousness that we made
Oh,
and stew on
geez.
this show. But with that, as always, Bob, no time like the present. Time for the news. Okay, well, let's start off with some business, and it's some intriguing business. It sounds like we've had a change in leadership and an organization. Why don't we start there this evening?
All right, let me
Courtesy
just
of-
let me go ahead and share my screen here.
Mhm.
All right. Is that coming up? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, so that Disney has announced its new CEO that's going to be taking over for Bob Iger, and that is going to be Josh D'Amaro. He's going to be the next Disney CEO, and Dana Walden is going to be the president and chief creative officer of the company. I don't want to go through the whole article here because there's a lot of well, this person's great and Bob Iger did a great job and all of this praising of everybody. So I just kind of wanted to focus on who these people are. Just real quick. So this is the new CEO. Who's going to be taking over. From my understanding, the succession will actually take place in March. It's going to be on March 18th during Disney's annual meeting. That's when this will become effective. Specifically, Josh D'Amaro, he was in charge of the parks and experiences division of Disney, and let me see where it's specifically,
i.e. the most profitable part.
Yes,
Right.
and that's what I was going to get at, is that it's
Yep.
the most profitable part in Disney. So it would make sense that they would promote from this area. Specifically, right here, he's been with Disney since 1998, starting at Disneyland. He's worked across a range of business, marketing, and operations posts within Disney, from CFO of Disney Consumer Products Global Licensing to president of Disneyland Resort and president of Walt Disney World Resort. He was promoted to his current post as head of Disney Parks and Cruises, Consumer Products, and Walt Disney Imagineering in May of 2020. They're seeing him as kind of the classic mold of a CEO within Disney. He's also been steering a $60 billion investment in an expansion of Disney theme parks around the world, including a new destination coming to Abu Dhabi. Now, I wanted to go ahead and scroll down, talking about Dana Walden. Her specifically, let's see, it talks about that her appointment is going to have ripple effects across all the different teams that she oversees, because she came to Disney in 2019 after the company completed the acquisition of 21st 21st Century Fox, taking the helm of Disney's TV studios operations before she was elevated to overseeing all of TV and streaming other than ESPN in 2022. And that would also make sense with all the moves that they've made with the app and pushes into streaming, which she was very instrumental in doing. So it would make sense that they would elevate her. And from my understanding, she was also on the very short list to become the CEO as well. So being that she didn't get that position, they just elevated her to another one. So these are going to be the two that are going to be moving up within Disney and will be taking over. Bob Iger, from my understanding, will remain as a consultant or special advisor all the way up until he retires at the end of the year.
And then comes back a year later and kicks everyone out and takes back over like he
Yeah.
did.
It was the to be continued to that story.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, let's go down the list of folks here. Ladies first. Lily, what are you thinking? Initial takes here. Go ahead and share them.
Well, just hearing that he's been pretty successful with the parks, I don't know, because it feels like it's two kind of different things to navigate the whole thing and just the parks, because the parks kind of sell themselves. You don't really need to market them because families are going to be there every summer and holidays and things like that. So I don't know, but I don't want to be like negative or anything. It is a big change from Bob Iger. So hopefully he'll go in the right direction because God knows Disney needs it.
Yeah, I'm still wondering about this myself, but let's see what everybody else has to say about it. Ben, any thoughts, sir?
I mean, I kind of said what I thought. It's like, he gave Bob Chapek like a year or two, then came in and just wrestled the place back. And, you could argue Bob Chapek's choices weren't working for what the company was doing, but, like the direction that Disney's going in, like the recent partnership with, I believe it was Sora. I forget. It's one of the AI companies where I guess,
Yes.
It's Sora.
You'll be allowed to like make Darth Vader fight Bluey or whatever on the app. Like, I feel like it's the wrong way to go personally. But I would like to see them, making more inroads into theatrical features and kind of doing that stuff. Maybe I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm old fashioned, but that's what I'd like to see. They haven't exactly been batting 1,000 in that department, but I mean, that being said, like every year, like, some of the biggest grossing movies are them, like who would have thought that Lilo and Stitch Lilo, that one was going to be like the massive grossing film. And isn't Zootopia them as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and Avatar, by the way, is also them. So, like 3 of the highest grossing movies last year were ostensibly from Disney. Can the guy who ran the theme parks do it? I don't know. I mean, the guy running Warner Brothers didn't exactly have any experience running a massive studio, and I also wouldn't say he's doing a great job. But I don't even know what it takes to run a studio. It sounds like there's not enough hours in the day to do all of that stuff, and that's why people like Bob Iger and whoever, like these people make the big bucks. The theme park seems like the most complicated possible thing you could run. So maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. It's not like anyone asked me. So.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think it's very much, we'll see what happens at this point, but I'm sure, the initial thoughts will keep rolling as we see them in the chat. Because
there's another super chat I'm going to get to here in a minute. But before I do that, I do want to point a couple of these posts here by Cavill, talking about the Galactic Star Cruiser was a and then buy Splash Mountain, which I know a lot of people were not happy to see Splash Mountain go. So.
I mean, Splash Mountain was a hangover from Song of the South, which is maybe they could still have a log flume ride and not reference, the most racist movie in their library ever.
You can only get that movie in Japan.
Really?
I have ways, Josh.
I'm sure you did. And we got to see it. I took a class at U of A, University of Arizona, called Discovering Disney's Universe, and our professor brought that movie in, and we talked about racism, and why they took it off the shelves and all of that.
I was gonna ask if he, you know how they just made the change to the Star Wars part of the park where they're actually gonna go more original trilogy.
Yeah.
If he's one of the main ones that kind of decides if that's happening, or if it's like a whole board of people that are deciding to do that. Because if he kind of has the final say and he did that with Star Wars, then okay, I'll give him a little bit more credit.
That also happened on the way of Kathleen Kennedy going out. So like I wonder if also the no original trilogy like people being in the park had to I don't even wonder. Kathleen Kennedy she wanted to distance herself from the original trilogy. So it was probably something to do with that too. The other thing about this guy coming in that does worry me though, and if you follow kind of the people in this space that do a lot of the theme park stuff, like since this guy's been involved with the theme park stuff, like Disney has not been doing that great. Now, granted, like the whole COVID and all of that did not do them any favors, but still the parks have been struggling as far as quality and everything else. Like with the guys that were at that park place with the stuff that they kind of investigate and have been talking about. I haven't been in years, but it just sounds like the parks have been struggling. So I'm like, if the parks have been struggling as much as a lot of people say they are, like, why are we putting the dude that's been in charge of the parks not doing well in charge of the entire company?
I'll say this, Blaine, I'm going in June, but we went last year. Every time I've gone, it's packed.
Really?
Yeah,
that's. It sounds like the Florida side of things have been what's been struggling from what I've heard. I don't know about because y'all are near California, right?
Yeah. California.
I'm from Orlando though. Like so the Orlando parks are close to my heart, but you know, I also have a little kid and we've taken him to the ones out here. And every time I've been to it, it's been crowded as hell. And I want to say I heard that they're closing or they're renovating Rise of the Resistance, which I would say is the best theme park ride I've ever experienced in my life.
That ride's
really
crazy.
It's awesome. Derek, when we met there, it was packed, right? You guys
it was pretty slammed. It was so that was actually okay. I believe that was the year when things were starting to just open up after COVID, if I'm not mistaken. Right?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
So there in that year, they had just opened it back up to half capacity. They hadn't actually opened up fully.
You're right.
But one that was awesome because I got to ride everything, as did my oldest, who was pretty young at the time, and my youngest, who was a baby, got to ride everything at Fantasyland. That was great.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So his expression from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. Another story for another time. But during that time, I mean, it was even packed for like 50% capacity. People were way excited to go back into those walls. So it was a lot of fun. It was great. And Ben, to your point, Rise of the Resistance, that's like 4 rides in one. It's
incredible.
Say what you will about the sequel trilogy. I get all the hate for it, but that ride is awesome.
That ride's crazy.
Because that's only California as well, right?
Yes. And if they had made that ride like that ride is what the sequel trilogy should have been. Like, it's a good story in there, and the ride's amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really, really good. But yeah, to your point, maybe it is the Orlando scene that's taken a hit recently.
Yeah, because that's like all of our that Park Place like folks and stuff. They go a lot because they live right down the road, and everything that I keep hearing them saying, they're like half the time. Like our buddy Jay, he goes and he's just like, "There's no one here. It's so weird." And so,
which is ironic because in Orlando they were less responsive to the pandemic, shall we say? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's weird.
I say as a native, I grew up in
Orlando. Could it be with all the additions that Universal has made in the Florida parks? Because I do know that Universal's doing pretty well down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're killing it.
They've definitely upped their game. My wife was there not too long ago with the boys, and she said it's been pretty unreal, especially in Universal Studios Hollywood, what they've been able to do.
Universal Hollywood's awesome, but I mean, it's like a tiny section of Disneyland. I mean, like it's not nearly, and in Orlando, it's even worse. Like, you know, I don't mean worse, but it's even more extreme because, like, you know, like Walt Disney World is so vast, and Universal Studios Florida is cool, but it's tiny compared to it. You know, it's still cool, but
I'll say this. Or go ahead, Derek.
I was just going to say, if we're talking theme park business, I mean, it is not limited to just Florida and California. I mean, what do they? They've got Disney, and I think they got parks in Japan.
Paris.
Oh, they have
Paris?
Shanghai, Paris,
China.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, so it's
all
it's
over.
vast. That's for sure.
But it's interesting because when you're talking about, and Ben, and even you, Derek, well, you haven't been in a while, but they have, they built Nintendo World, and it's
Yeah.
on the lower lot. Now they're adding the new Hollywood Drift roller coaster from Fast and Furious, and they built it. It's literally hanging off the side of the mountain because they have no more room. Like, I don't know
Wow.
where else they are going to
That's crazy.
expand because it's insane.
Yeah, I think they covered it.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right, so I got somewhere between Ben giving his thoughts and Blaine giving his thoughts. So forgive me, guys.
Yeah.
Ben, were you finished up? Do you have any? Other
Oh yeah, for sure.
Blaine, take it away.
No,
Yeah.
no, and I'm good. I kind of just jumped in anyways. I'm curious. We'll see what he does. Like, Disney needs a shakeup. I hope that this guy is willing to do that because, they've been having a lot of these higher grossing films, but they've had a lot of things also that are like still really struggling, where it's like, obviously we know Star Wars has been struggling, Marvel's been struggling, like, and the MCU has not been doing well. They've got to rebound that. Like, and as Ben was pointing out, like, the classic animation is almost entirely gone. There's a lot of these like core tenets of what the company used to be that they've strayed away from. So I'm all for somebody new stepping in, but I'm just curious how far away Bob will actually step. Like, or if this is,
I don't think he goes very far at all.
Yeah, this is if Josh is just basically like a Bob puppet, so we'll find out, I'm sure, if we see
Well, I
that
mean,
soon.
it is kind of suspicious that he's staying on as an advisor. Like, why doesn't he just leave?
Isn't that what Kathleen Kennedy's doing? She's staying
Yeah.
on as an advisor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Advisor, air quotes. All right. So then, thanks for the folks who are the guests here. Josh, your thoughts, please. Josh's thoughts on Josh.
Yes. Well, first of all, actually, Dana Walden, I told Bob this earlier, Derek. Lisa grew up with her, my wife.
You mentioned that to me as well.
What?
And so she knows her sister very well. In fact, when Lisa's mom passed away, her sister called, but there had been talk for months about Dana Walden maybe taking the CEO role. And then, of course, they did this. She's very smart. She came from Fox. I mean, Bob, she helped with 24. Like, she
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, wow.
The TV show?
Yeah.
Was she the Walden of Walden Media?
I don't think so.
Okay. That was
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
It could be.
Maybe. I don't know. But I just know she's been with Fox for many, many years. She worked her way up. And I mean, she did a lot of good things, including obviously 24. And I think, she's going to be good for them. As far as Josh D'Amaro, I mean, look, like I just said, every time I've been to the park here in California, it's packed. And it's funny, sometimes you don't want it to be packed, so you can get in, quicker. I hope they make changes. Boy, I'm hoping what Lily said, that maybe he's made the change to Star Wars Land to make it more about the original trilogy. So that will be nice. They need an overhaul in terms of everything. And the parks, I still think, are doing great. And they're adding new things to California Adventure that I read about. I forgot. Ben, do you remember what it did Ben?
I think we lost Ben.
Oh, we lost Ben. Wow. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think what I wish they would do is lower the price in getting into these parks. I mean, they're starting to do some things, like we just got a $50 ticket for Charlie, my daughter, that for Southern California passes. So that was nice, but it's getting out of hand. Like during the holidays, I'm like, oh, I'm just going to take a look. And for a child's ticket was $286.
Wow.
That's offensive.
Mhm.
That was on my birthday. I think I was thinking about going on my birthday, December 19th. And it was just, I was like, we can't do it. I said, I can't. So yeah, just insane. And then I think middle of January, it dropped back to one something. So anyway, I'm hoping they definitely work on that. And make the necessary changes. I'm very happy for, Dana. Hopefully it'll, work with the streaming and everything. And we'll see what happens.
All right. Well, there is that. Okay, Bob, take it away. Thoughts?
Yeah, just real quick. Let me highlight a couple super chats real quick, and then give you my thoughts. So, Subtle for $4.99 with Josh on this on the panel. This super chat qualifies me as a rainbow ally to my HR representative. So, Josh, he's always ripping on Blaine. So.
Yeah.
Because he's on our show tonight. He also for $1.99. Good point there, Subtle. Short round fedora plus the whip could have printed money. I'm assuming to sell that at the park.
You're right.
That probably would have brought in a lot of money. Just also real quick, we see Matt in the chat slipping into the void, and Chelsea, thanks for dropping by. No, you can't stay long, but good to have you here with us tonight. Just real quick, my thoughts. It's hard to know what type of job they're going to do because, like everybody's highlighted, there's a very real possibility that Bob Iger still has his hands all over this thing. I guess we won't really know until after the year's done, once he's supposedly retired, to see how far he actually steps away, and then we can kind of see what type of job they're doing on their own. I don't think that the timing of this is too much of a coincidence either. I think they did the Kathleen Kennedy news and this kind of around the same time, kind of getting a fresh start across the board. And we got Gazelle with us, kind of.
Oh, where are you? Oh my God.
I'm in Oakland in my car. And I apologize. There is some very Oakland music in the background from someone who is blasting their trunk.
No, it's okay. I don't think I can't hear it. Can you guys hear it?
No. I think we're good.
You're good.
Happy 100th episode.
Thank you, Gazelle.
Thank you.
It's always good to have you on. Gazelle is like our basketball correspondent. Every time we talk basketball, she comes on and sets us straight in our views. So.
Some big trades today too. I saw
One interesting trade.
Yeah.
Not the trade that we are holding on for with bated breath.
But yeah, that's kind of what I think about that. I mean, we'll have to wait and see what happens. We should have a pretty good idea, kind of how this is going to look, kind of when they step away, and that's kind of the same thing I said about Lucasfilm. Once we kind of got past Kathleen Kennedy's projects, we kind of have a good idea what Dave Filoni's going to do. I think that's going to be kind of the same thing here. Once we kind of get past Bob Iger, we'll have a better idea what De Amaro's era is going to look like.
Gotcha. Good call. Let's see. So, just to get you up to speed, looks like we were just talking about some news, entertainment-wise, and it looks like Disney's got a new CEO coming up, replacing Bob Iger. You'll see it on the screen there if you can with Josh.
Yeah, I was reading a little bit about that last night. I'm a little surprised he decided to step down. But
do you have any initial thoughts that you wanted to share?
I mean, I think it's always interesting when a new CEO is coming at a time when some of the other networks and things are starting to consolidate with that Warner Brothers and the other deal that was happening. I sort of wonder if they felt like Iger wasn't being aggressive enough in that area in terms of acquisitions, because they haven't had a big acquisition since the Lucas film. The whole like Avengers, stuff coming to Disney. So I'm curious if it has to do with like wanting someone who's a little bit more of a bull on purchasing IP. So that's my question mark for how they plan to move forward.
That's good. That's a good call. I didn't even consider the measures with that. Maybe they're just trying to pull a play here with regards to all the other mergers and acquisitions that are happening right now. But good observation. I, for one,
and some of that could be where Dana Walden comes in, because they have a lot of IPs that they've got with Fox that they could mine some of that stuff. Yeah. And maybe that's where Walden really comes in there to try to capitalize off of some of those.
Yeah.
Good call. I guess I'm cautiously optimistic about all of this because, look, I'm going to give anybody a little bit of grace when it comes to being the CEO of Disney, because I can't even fathom what it must be like to sit in that seat.
Sounds
gotta
terrible.
Yeah, that's got to be a crazy, crazy gig. Because, it's not just theme park business and movie business. Believe me, folks, there's so much more stuff, as I'm sure plenty of people know, that goes into this that, we can only, see just as consumers. But what this guy is going to be walking into, man, who knows? And I do wish him all the best, but I get how everybody is definitely like, you're hoping for the best, but like preparing for the worst if you have to, kind of that thing. So I don't know. Got to give people a chance. So why don't we start? Let's see what this guy can do, and maybe he will surprise us. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
I hope so.
Yeah, maybe the whole Star Wars thing, heading back to the original side of the house. Maybe that will happen. And
I think that's a positive step, especially as far as Lucasfilm is concerned.
Right.
Star Wars is back.
No, Josh. No.
Yeah.
So
No.
it's not back because it's at a theme park. Okay, let's get one thing straight.
Right.
So anyway, that's my initial thought here as well. I think we're all just kind of sitting and waiting, and we shall see. So I think that wraps up that piece of news. What do we had to that second piece of news, Bob? If we could.
All right, the next one, it's not a whole lot. This actually came out last week. Blaine, you actually talked about this on Critical's Cast Unhinged, and this actually has to do with the images of Henry Cavill as the Highlander, as Connor McLeod. Let me pull these up here. So this is the first image right here. You see him in the trench coat there. It's not exactly the same coat that Christopher Lambert wore, but trench coat nonetheless. And it looks like he's on some sort of holy ground because you got what is that? Almost like a Buddhist statue there in the background. And of course, we know that that's very important to Highlander lore. And then the second image looks like it's in some sort of cathedral. You do see him with the sword. And so there's Henry Cavill there, again, as Connor McLeod, as the Highlander. So these are the images for that. And I think just from these, I'll just go ahead and give my thoughts since I'm mentioning it. Just based on these images, I like the look of this. This doesn't really tell us anything about the story. We know Henry Cavill is playing Connor McLeod. I believe it's Dave Bautista is supposed to be playing the Kurgan. So, I mean, it'll be curious to see how this movie goes. But as somebody who liked the original Highlander, count me optimistic because Henry Cavill has shown that he's a giant nerd. And with that, I hope that he will want something that's very truthful to or respectful of the source material.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay.
To be totally respectful, they're going to have to get another Irish guy to play a Spanish guy with no even attention.
Right.
That's why Sean Connery was Ramirez.
Yes.
To me, that was
Well,
what was always weird. Is Christopher Lambert is Belgian with a French accent playing a Scottish guy, and then you have an actual Scottish guy playing a Spanish guy. Never made any sense. But
Nailed it.
Friggin' classic.
Yeah.
Right.
Not only that, Christopher Lambert didn't even speak English when they were filmed.
Yeah.
Fantastic science fiction.
Yeah. He literally learned English like for that movie. You can barely understand him. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
Clancy Brown is so good. I'm actually skeptical about Dave Bautista just because he's like slimmed down so much. He doesn't look like the giant wrestler guy anymore. He looks delicate. Like I don't want him to get hurt.
Right.
Henry Cavill's going to be bigger than him. And you would want Henry Cavill's character to look like he's the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Clancy Brown is horrifying in that original movie. He's so scary. And at the time, you'd never seen him in anything. And honestly, everything I've ever seen him in, I think of him as the Kurgan. He's so good in that. And I'll definitely give it a shot no matter what. Who's directing it? Do we know?
Oh, it's the John Wick guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's in the right hands then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, which John Wick guy?
That's what I was about to say. Which John Wick?
Is it?
There are a couple John Wick guys.
Okay. No. I just looked it up. It's Chad Stahelski.
Chad Stahelski.
So a slight piece of trivia. When I was still a makeup artist, I was the assistant makeup artist on Bloodsport 2, and he was in that. Or he was just that guy. We have not stayed in touch. I'm not in touch with him at all. But I've it's just like when I saw his career blow up, I'm like, it's that guy who I worked with that one time.
That is like,
Yeah,
that's
and
fortunate.
that's an understatement, man. His career really has blown up after freaking
No.
from coming from being a stunt guy to doing what he's doing now. It's like holy smokes.
Yeah, he's
It's-
done well. Well, he's obviously
Yeah.
just unbelievably talented.
Right. And yeah, I'm excited. I mean, with him being attached, and then as I always say, in Cavill, I trust. It's like this dude is committed. I mean, the reason he's not doing The Witcher anymore is because he was so committed that they wanted him off the show because he had too many show notes. The dude is passionate about it. So I can't think of anybody better to play the role. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that I'm with Bob too, just from seeing these two stills. Thank you for not overlighting everything the way they've been doing it in all of these
Yes.
movies lately. They're actually giving us shadows and the way that real things look in the dark, and not just putting like a big old gigantic soft light over everything. Because
Right.
oh my gosh, and this
The
actually looks
streaming
like
lighting.
yes, and then it looks like the sets look like they're real, and it's not just on a actual stage that's all clean. And so yeah, that's what makes me excited about that too, just seeing it from these two pictures.
Yeah.
I've never watched Highlander really. So is this an
What?
origin story? Yeah.
What?
Me neither, Josh. I have
What?
absolutely no idea what they're
What?
talking about.
Thank you, Gazelle.
Oh, man.
Bob knows.
Oh my gosh.
I've never watched. So is this an origin movie?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's going to showcase his origin. If it's a reboot to the original Highlander, then it should.
Okay.
There's-
I mean, it
You
looks
should
cool.
see the original. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's hard to know what you like after the Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh,
That's exactly right.
Come
That's
on,
true.
Ben.
Exactly right.
You know what? I'm gonna watch it again to give it a second chance, just for you, Ben.
I think you'll like it, Josh.
It's a lot of fun, man. It's cheesy, but it's cheesy in like
Right.
a fun way. It's
What
cool.
is-
Well, here's the thing:
Highlander.
is if it
Highlander.
feels cheesy now, but like when that movie came out, no one had ever done anything like that, and then it got
Right.
copied by 8 million people. So it's sort of like patient
Right.
zero of like shafts of light through smoke kind of cinematography, and it's very 80s looking. And it's Russell Mulcahy, I think, who directed it. You know, he was a music video guy, and it was like an early example of someone taking music video techniques into a feature. And I mean, you know, it's just honestly, it's pure joy to me. But you know, you'll have to allow the fact that it's been ripped off by 5 million other films since it came out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Don't
it
watch
does
any of
feel
the
like a
sequels,
music
Josh.
video.
Stay away from the sequels. Just watch the original.
Just go the original.
Yeah. Definitely skip the quickening. Yeah.
The
And
TV
you'll-
show wasn't that bad though.
Yeah, the TV show added a lot of cool lore
Was
to it.
that the one with
Yeah.
Lamas or no?
It was with Adrian Paul, who played
Oh, okay.
the Highlander in the TV show.
Yeah.
But and I'm not joking. Sean Connery plays a Spaniard
That's true.
named Ramirez, and
Yeah.
With his,
he's
like-
just Sean Connery.
With his fabulous fashion sense.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
So did Mandy Patinkin, but whatever.
yeah.
And
Doesn't Cotter actually refer to him as like a peacock at one point
I think so. Yeah.
in the movie? Yeah, because of the way he's dressed.
Yeah.
So
Like he's so fun in that movie.
Heck yeah.
all right, I think we've given all our thoughts here. The only thing I'll say is that Lily, I agree with you. I think the lighting in this especially is spot on, and I think that movies like this can really go an extra mile, especially in this day and age, if done right, of course. Like when someone said, I think it was Ben, was that the John Wick guy who's directing it? Then I heard that and I'm like,
Mhm.
that adds up.
Mhm.
That's right.
No,
And
he's
so-
perfect.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's actually, this looks like a lot of fun for the first glimpses. I'm down. I'm game. Let's go to the theater and have some fun.
Well, and Cavill's already gotten hurt on set, so I'm assuming he's doing stunts like with the typical, like the John Wick movies and everything else, and with Cavill and how he commits. So, but I from what I gather, filming has started again, but he did get hurt a while back. And this movie has been in production hell forever. Like they have been working on this thing so long.
Well, it wasn't
Yeah.
Dave Bautista we needed to worry about after all that. Turns out, it was.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I think it was less production hell, like as far as once filming started. I think it was just getting to filming what has been what the nightmare has been.
It took years to get it off the ground.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're not so much cautiously optimistic. We're leaning toward very optimistic. So excited. Excited. Gazelle, give it a watch when you can, of course. Basketball season is still happening, so we need to give her that time. And we'll see her after June for that viewing.
Yep. I will take care of that during the summer.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. So then with that covers the news. Thanks for that, folks. Why don't we move on to the next topic of the evening?
This will be something fun here.
Yes.
Blaine, your face.
Like, who's mating? What is happening?
Okay,
I
so
haven't been around for this segment
this is
yet.
a little segment that we've done a few different times called "If They Made It," and with this particular segment, what we do is we take some highly sophisticated, high-tech piece of computer equipment, and we feed images of celebrities or characters from movies into this computer, and we are able to determine what a child would look like. Now, I got this idea from Conan O'Brien years ago, back when he was doing the late night show, and he would do the segment "If They Made It."
Yes.
And so this is where this idea came from. And Lily has actually been on a couple times that we've done this, and she'll tell you this is a lot of fun here. So we're gonna have a good time with this one. Now, I want to point out that nothing here is doctored at all. This is all highly sophisticated and completely random. So let's go ahead and get into our first characters here. We're going to start off with the Sheriff of Rottingham.
Speaking of the Princess Bride.
And Latrine from... now, if you remember in the movie, at the end of the movie, he actually makes a deal with her to save his life, and she's dragging him off to go to marry him, and he's like, "Well, I've changed my mind," you know. But because of that, I decided, what would a child look like? Let's go ahead and find out here. All right. Here we
That
go.
baby come out looking like a Oh, there you go.
Good Lord.
Oh my god.
All right.
Now, this child actually looks worried that Latrine is his mother.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I love Men in Tights. That was such a good movie.
Great.
I am Robin Hood. And I'm
Yeah, so this is the Sheriff of Rottingham's and Latrine's child. Let's go ahead and get into our.
I believe the first name is Bidet.
Very much so. All right, so let's get into our second couple here. This is from Kill Bill. Now, these two didn't actually hook up, but we recently watched Kill Bill, and I got to wondering, what would a child of Bud and O-Ren Ishii look like? And so let's go ahead and let's find out here. All right, let's see what we got here.
Oh my god.
I gotta say, Lily, that actually looks pretty good.
That's like pretty good.
Really good. That came out great.
I mean, it's perfect because I am from Texas.
Yeah.
You got
go.
a forward too, man. Nothing to complain about there. It's a pretty
Oh my gosh, exactly. The crazy 88s. Come on.
Yep.
Yeah. That should probably be your new avatar, I think. That's the appropriate.
That's good. I love it.
All right, let's see what we got here. For this next one, we're gonna look at Quint.
Oh no,
the movie Jaws, and we're gonna Daryl Hannah from the movie Splash. Now she was a mermaid in that, and so what would have happened if the fisherman had actually hooked up with the mermaid? Let's go ahead and find out. All right, here we go.
Yeah. I knew that was coming. Yeah, I wish I had a beer can to crush so that I could give you that perfect emote that he does, where he's like, you know, which I'll never not hear about my take on Jaws. So I appreciate it. I like it.
Man, you're never gonna live that one down.
Never. My 88-year-old
Never,
mother
Blaine,
loves
never.
Jaws.
I
Come
know.
on.
All right, that's not too bad, Blaine. That actually looks kind of good there.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's see
So that
what we
was
got
that.
here.
They actually used to. I used to have really long
Oh, this
hair.
is
It was
Derek.
pretty blonde.
Yeah.
Oh
so-
yeah.
All right,
This is
so
Derek.
for this next one, we've
I
got
know where this is
Lord
going.
Voldemort and Bellatrix Lestrange. Now, these two, it was heavily implied that these two had a thing going on in the Harry Potter story. So I was curious what a child would look like. Let's find out.
Oh boy.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
Horrible.
That kind of looks like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find Voldemort offensive, by the way.
Oh my god.
That's a good one there, Derek.
That is
Oh,
good.
that is so
Thank you
good.
for that.
That is good.
All right, let's do one more here.
Oh god.
We're gonna look at Tim Curry.
Oh,
And he invaded with the death clerk from the hotel. Let's go ahead and find out here.
oh god.
And our final child for the night is
There.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yes.
The hair.
There's a little
Hair.
messed up.
It's the hair. That's what does it.
Oh my gosh, that's
all
hilarious.
right.
Oh god.
Let's see.
I'd say we all look pretty good.
We
Yeah,
did.
they're not bad.
Yeah.
This is actually good ones.
I think
there.
Lily
Still a
was the
snappy
best.
dresser.
Yeah.
So that was this segment of If They Made It, the 100th episode edition. Like I said, this is not one that we bring out very often, but it's always a fun one that we like to do on.
Yes.
Yep. Thank you for that. All right. Well, speaking of things that are very, very awesome, why don't we move on to our next topic, because this is also definitely awesome. So let's hit it. You know, I got to say, Bob is very, very good. We've done so many movie reviews on this show, and Bob puts together the best intros.
He
for-
does.
for
That he does.
really does.
Solid
So,
package.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you
really
for that.
great
Appreciate
stuff.
that.
Yeah, that was awesome, Bob, yet again. All right, folks, this is the movie that we've been waiting to discuss around, anniversaries and celebrations. Like we said, 45 years is Raiders of the Lost Ark. This movie is a bag of awesomeness. I don't think I'm overemphasizing that enough, actually. I think I could do better. But at the end of the day, who doesn't love this movie? And if you don't love this movie, I think you're a communist, and I think you need the nation. But this one, gosh, man, this has been around. This came out in 1981. I hate to put age on the conversation.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That's I know Ben shaking his head. I apologize. But that's how long this movie has been around, and guess what, folks? It still holds up. That's how good this movie is. So I believe this was my introduction. No, this wasn't my introduction to Harrison Ford. He came with Star Wars, but man, this is the one we all know him for, don't we? Come on, man. You can't get enough of this. Well, I mean, Han Solo and this one, but I'd actually give the nod to Indiana Jones when it comes to Harrison Ford over Han Solo. That's personally me. Well,
Hey, he would too.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of Indiana Jones. All right, so why don't we go the opposite route? Let's see. Why don't we start with Blaine? Kick us off. I mean, the critic list guy, please.
Yeah. Right. On the movie guy. Yeah. No. I freaking love this movie so much, and it's weird, watching it because I've seen it fairly recently, and it is like you said, it holds up excellently. There's this weird thing that I have happen with this series though, and I think I've kind of maybe pin down what it is like all three movies to me are just kind of like one. And I think it's because they stick to the tone and everything so well, like that, and not in a bad way, but like they all just do feel very much in the same world, in the same kind of just continuing along. And well, at least with the original like trilogy. And with this movie, it's one of those things where you kind of forget, like, this isn't really like an origin story or anything for Indiana Jones. Like the movie just starts and you're like, there's this guy, he's been in the world, there are all these characters that he's been interacted to, and you have to figure it out. You're like, who are these people? Like, and it's an interesting approach versus like a raw origin story. And I think it's a really cool way to do it. But I think that's also in my head why it doesn't stand out like this is the origin film, this is the, one that follows that, and so on, where it's like they're all just stories in the life of this dude, right? And it is this movie is just so well crafted, and it's such a fun time, and it set up such an interesting concept of like hunting down these religious like relics. And it's such the iconic scenes and everything in it, like wall to wall from start to finish, just so many scenes that that you've seen many times before, and just these different tropes that were even just set up because of this movie. It's definitely earned its keep in like the cinema world for everything that it built and kind of set up for future films. And I just, man, it never gets old. It's going back to it is every time it's still a ton of fun. I don't know. I had a joy watching it again this time, and I love these movies so much, and just the character of Indiana Jones and the conceit of, like I said, this character that is hunting these religious relics and stuff. I always want more of these type of movies, and we don't really get much. It's like we got, the video game series with like the Uncharted, like Nathan Drake stuff. Like that's kind of closer than we get, and then like your Tomb Raider. But really, there's not a lot more in this type of genre. And another thing that's so cool to me about it is the supernatural element, and that they lean into it, whereas a lot of films wouldn't have done that. They don't go there. But this movie's like, no, we're gonna get weird, we're gonna do some weird shit in here, and I love that about it so much. So it's an excellent movie for me. I mean, I haven't rated this one on Criticlist yet, but it's a most excellent, hands down. It's probably honestly, probably 100%. It's the OG, like it's the original. It set the status quo. Now, I love the third one like a lot. That movie is, and that's kind of where I'm like torn. Where I'm like, which one is better, this one or that one?
Funny.
But, yeah, they're both.
Blaine, you and I are on the same page on that one.
Heck yeah.
Like for me, Last Crusade is actually my favorite Indiana Jones film.
Same here.
Raiders is the best Indiana Jones film. Let me highlight a super chat real quick. Caveat for $2. Raiders is his second favorite movie. A lot of people would put Raiders at the Lost Ark as one of their all-time favorite movies. I know Dixie mentioned that in one of my comments, or in the comment of my my review. He had talked about how awesome that movie was. So yeah, a lot of people would put this very high up there.
All right, so thank you, Blaine, for your summary there. Gazelle, I told you we were going to review this one. I apologize because I told her that we were going to be doing White Men Can't Jump, but we had to postpone that one because we needed to do this one first. We're going to get to that one later.
Pretty much the same.
Yeah.
No, I actually agree with is that Blaine who said I have a similar issue with I've seen all three of them in the last year, but I couldn't tell you which was which. I just know that I liked them all, and that they were all engaging and had different plot lines. And normally when you see a sequel, or especially like a third film in a series, like they're really reaching for like some of the plot points, and like they're trying to come up with a story. But I was going to pose a question to the group of like, one thing I've always wondered about this movie is why there hasn't been a remake or a fourth, like a next installment.
Harrison Ford is still alive.
Yeah, but I mean, there's other series where the person is still alive and they still moved on, like Bond and everything else. Like I guess I just would like if you were to recast who would be Harrison Ford. I'm not sure there is somebody that could take that place.
It's a good point.
Well, they almost did
I
it with
think that's
Shia
part of the
LaBeouf.
problem is that it's so iconic.
Thank
like
God
he-
we dodged that bullet.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh
we did
yeah,
that.
that
Like,
was
there's
such
a
a bad
handful of
movie.
movies-
that would have
Oh my
been
gosh.
horrible.
Like there are a handful of movies. I think that if you were to do that, you would get so much backlash. And I
Yeah.
think this is one of those where if you recast this character, nobody
I
can
mean,
pull
20
this
years
off.
after
And the
Harrison Ford
fans aren't
dies,
going
you
to accept
could
it.
do that.
Yeah.
What was
Right.
that, Ben?
It had to be some time.
20 years after
I was
Harrison
gonna say, like,
Ford died,
20
you could do it.
Yeah, like Harrison Ford dies, 20 years goes by, maybe you could do it, but it's
I even
almost
think
like
that would be
I'd rather
tough,
see
though.
somebody do
Right.
something like The Mummy, where it like just kind of takes a cue from the tone and tries to recapture a similar vibe, but doesn't try to be the same thing, because like
Right.
even when they came back with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny, like they couldn't recapture it, themselves,
No.
Yeah.
with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, it's the same team basically, and then Dial of
Yeah.
Destiny, it's James Mangold. He's freaking brilliant,
Yeah.
and it just it's just hard to recapture all that.
That's not bad. What Meister just Chris Pratt.
Right.
I've heard a lot of people talk
I mean,
about
I-
Chris
Interesting.
Pratt probably doing that. And real quick, just to highlight another super chat, beloved, thank you for that for $5.
Thank you, beloved.
Congratulations, guys! Great show.
Awesome.
So thank you for that, beloved.
I'll say one person who I could see doing it if there was anybody, and granted, he found himself in so much controversy. He is kind of on his way back in, but is Armie Hammer. I could see Armie
yeah.
Hammer
Oh yeah.
doing this role and
That
killing
is
it.
funny.
Like if
That's
you think
so
about the man from
So-
Uncle and how
Yeah.
that role in that
Yeah.
but
That's
I think with this day and age of IP being used in different ways, I would venture to say, what if you did a gender flip and it was, Harriet Ford or whatever.
immediately
in terms
no.
of
No.
Yeah, I don't think that one would. I
That would
don't
not-
think
that
that'd
would
get pulled
fail.
off.
I feel like that's sort of what Tomb Raider is an attempt at doing. I feel like
right.
Yeah, I mean,
No, that's a
Tomb
good
Raider
point.
is clearly inspired by Indiana Jones and has a female lead, and and they've done it a few times in the movie world, and it hasn't. The Angelina Jolie one that they originally did was pretty good. I didn't see the new one, but I mean, I guess I'm of the mind of like, I'm interested to see a new Highlander. In a lot of ways, I'd rather see somebody get inspired by Highlander and make.
Uh-oh.
We're losing him.
Breaking up
Oh.
that.
Yeah.
Made me think of the Highlander because oh no, am I still there?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
You're
You're
here.
back now.
I
You're
think you're
back.
back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just I'd rather see people like take inspiration and do a new thing than
Yep.
than endlessly recycle all the same IP that we're constantly being recycled at, and so
Yeah.
I mean like an example is like when they did the Ghostbusters in 2016 and it was all women. I have no problem with them doing that, but it's just like, what if you just made a movie that made me feel like Ghostbusters and cast those three people in the lead and
Right.
did a new did a fresh new thing. Granted, you slap the name Ghostbusters on it and you're guaranteeing yourself how many hundreds of millions of dollars in box office. That's why they do it. But I just would rather see a new thing.
yeah.
Right.
I've
You know what?
often wondered about that one because it does seem like so many of the sort of action realm so many things were redone. Like even like shows like Stranger Things were like lifting directly from movies that we all saw in the 80s. And so I'm like, where's the rolling boulder archaeologist with his whip
Yeah.
and his hat going down the
Right.
river? There's just not there. I think that was something, I don't know, maybe in the age of tech, like the story doesn't work as much anymore because there are some plot holes that would be easily resolved with if somebody had internet, like a lot of the jobs,
But
like
I
the
mean,
archaeologist and the paleontologist.
Cell phones
in
ruin
that
every script.
sense, yeah, but
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
sense, I mean, they could just put in
Make it
a
a
different
period piece.
period
Yeah.
piece. That's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
that's
a
what
lot
they
of
did
these
with the
like
Mummy.
action adventures.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we don't get a
Yeah.
lot of them because it would just be too easy for. I mean, like I love the Lara Croft movies with Angelina Jolie too, but yeah, sometimes it made it a little bit too easy that she could find everything with her technology. And the Indiana Jones movie,
Yeah.
Jones movies are different in that way because he didn't have all of that stuff. Like you saw him working for it a little bit more. And I think they just
Go ahead.
Can I take a slight tangent? I will watch any movie where someone's looking at microfiche or microfilm forever, but if I have to watch one more goddamn Google search, I'm gonna scream. I hate watching people clickety clack on their computer.
Yeah,
That's such a line.
That's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
yeah.
I
Because
can
I
get
think we
behind
are
that.
missing a lot of that stuff. Because even remember, Blaine, like when we were doing like the Mask of Zorro and
Yeah.
all of the movies with all the sword fights and all of that kind of stuff with Pirates of the Caribbean, like we don't have any of those
Yeah.
like action adventure movies anymore. And I think
Yeah,
they need to bring all of that back. I think people are
John Wick.
yeah.
right. That's about
Go
as close
see
as
Highlander when it comes out.
He
For
is
real.
excellent in his own way.
But yeah, you're
But
Jerry,
yeah,
right?
what
Because you don't
she's
see it.
describing.
No, you don't, because
John Wick-
everybody's trying
Yeah.
to put out like superhero movies, and I think
Right.
Yeah.
the age of the superhero is over. I think we need to
Yeah.
move it somewhere else.
I'm with you.
I mean, in terms of the action adventure, that's sort of what I mean. Like, we haven't seen a new IP in this category of what you just said. John Wick is not Pirates of the Caribbean, or I mean, those are very,
We need a swashbuckler film. We haven't had
yeah,
a
a
Right.
swashbuckler or
Yeah,
an archaeologist or a paleontologist or one of these jobs that no one really ever actually ever has.
Yeah.
Right.
But one of those jobs where the hero makes it look cool. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Right.
Because Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones, he made archaeology
Oh
look
yeah.
cool. Everybody
He did.
wants to be an archaeologist after
Everybody wants
watching
to
him.
be an archaeologist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Yeah, no,
I
we
mean-
don't have our fedoras.
Wait.
Oh,
Did you got one?
Wow,
I'll get
Blaine.
close. I'll get
Oh, no.
close.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Where's the whip?
Someone's
dude.
ready for his
Yeah.
audition.
I got you. Right.
All I have is a scary clown mask. Sorry, guys.
No, that's perfect. It's perfect.
He's ready for
Yeah,
the audition for the remake.
I know. You
Right,
got to get
exactly.
ready, man. Yeah.
Hey,
I
And
know,
then
seriously.
And then like the bad thing is, like, speaking of the Mummy, is that yes, we're getting another Mummy movie, but it's all the same stuff all over again.
Right.
It's not something that we're getting that's new. And then when Tom Cruise tried to put out his Mummy movie, everyone got mad at him.
Oh. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Well, I think the
That
Mummy
happened.
movie we're getting is going to be more like a horror movie because Blumhouse, I think, is putting that one out. So
Yeah.
it's going to
Right.
be
The
working
brand
on
new-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Which
one
they're
was a little
also-
weird to me. I don't think they should have named it the Mummy. They should have named it something
No,
else.
which they're also still bringing back Brendan Fraser, and they're doing a new one with him as well. That's not connected to the one that's coming out this year, and they're
Oh, that's not confusing at all.
Yeah.
yeah,
No.
seriously.
That's not
Yeah.
confusing at all.
They're really
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I think
so
that's
that
what's
It's like
you're
it's
trying to
like
make
at one
it.
point I was like, sorry.
I
think we're on a
what I was
lag.
going to say is I think that's the point you're trying to make, Lily, is or that you were making, is that's why they shouldn't name it the Mummy, because we do
Right.
have the Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
one
because we
coming
have
out
the
later.
Brendan Fraser
Yeah.
one coming
No,
out
you're right.
later.
Yeah.
Mhm. And then I think they said
I
that
think
they
that
were
they're
going to
like-
throw out the third one too. So
Yeah,
it's going to pick up with Rachel Weisz coming in too.
Yeah.
Which
and that's
weird.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You're good. I was just gonna say it reminds me because Lily and I are on a show with Jay, Drunk 3PO, and he actually just put out he's putting out a new comic book with one of our other friends, X-Wing Russ. And they're doing essentially it's this graphic novel that they've made is essentially pirates, but with a Indiana Jones type character, because basically they got inspired by the most recent Indiana Jones movie that was so bad. And they were like, what if we just like made a new character in the spirit of, and so it's this actual like person who sails for this guy who sails for the crown and is hunting down religious like relics. And it's more in the age of pirates and in the similar vein of this. And so it's a cool concept, but I'm like, kind of like what Ben was saying, where it's like, hey, you can do something in the spirit of it, but we need to start having some new IPs. We don't need to just keep like regurgitating
Yeah.
the same things.
Well,
Mhm.
you can only tap into what was done well so many times, and now we've gotten to a point where it's pure overkill, and everybody's like, "What else? I mean, what else do you have? Like anything at this point?" and we haven't been able to really get that yet. I think it's out there. I'm sure this will happen eventually. I'm convinced that there's going to be another boom period where there's going to be some really cool stuff coming out. I just don't know when it is, so we might have to wait a little bit. But I stay hopeful.
I mean,
It's what
just,
after they milk every dollar out of the existing IP.
And that's the thing is that people are just getting tired of that, especially when you go back and you watch the old stuff. Like going back and watching Raiders for this review, like that movie still blows me away. Like, that's one of those movies. Like Blaine, I put my review out yesterday, and I gave it a 100%. That's only a handful of movies that I would give a 100% to. And
agreed.
And you match that up with Dial of Destiny, and kind of like you said, Gazelle, they're just milking the IP. And you mentioned it, that they tried to recapture the magic even with Crystal Skull, and they just couldn't do it.
Nope.
I mean, there's very few movies I think that are. There's very few movies that are coming out where every generation and every
member of the family can sit together and watch it. Like whether you're an immigrant or you don't speak English or you're not from America, like I think that Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of those few movies that I can think of that everyone in my family could sit and watch and be engaged and be interested. And there's just not that many movies that fit that description. You know, Princess Bride, you could arguably say is one, but these days I can't think of a movie that's that timeless and universal that when it comes out, every member of the family is like, damn, that was a good movie. Like, you know, and so from, you know, your mom who doesn't love violence to your dad who wants suspense, like it's got something for everybody. You know,
really that's true. Yeah, because my family is a huge movie family. We love going to the movie theater. Last year, I think we only went like maybe twice, and that's pretty bad for us because usually we'll all get together and decide on a movie. And the only one that I think we're all gonna go watch as a family this year is probably Project Hail Mary, and that's the only one that everybody's kind of collectively excited for. But
that looks good.
Yeah, because then you start getting into like Dune 3, and that's probably just me and my brother. Like we're the only ones that are like that nerdy. But yeah, no, you're right. They haven't been putting out a lot of movies that the entire family actually goes to watch, and I think that's kind of a shame because it's just not the same. Anybody can argue and say that they have like the best home theater or whatever. It's just not the same going to watch it at the actual movie theater. Like that's such 100%. An experience. That's like a total complete like experience from arrival all the way to the end where you leave and everybody's talking about it. Like it's just not the same.
I can't think of a lot of movies that have been made in the last 5 or 10 years that I would say fit that description in the way that some of these classic movies did, that they could, you know, I think things have become so genre focused and kind of like, you have to be a follower, like you just said, Dune. I didn't see the first two. You know what I mean? So it's like if you don't rate the one of the good things about this movie was that you didn't need some background knowledge to go see it, or the second one, or the third one. You could just show up and it's still a good time, and you would get it. You know, like you didn't need to know the origin story of Indy. You know, to know what he was doing in that movie. You know,
and that goes back to what you were saying, Blaine. That when the movie starts, it just starts. Like we find out everything we need to know about Indiana Jones in the first 20 minutes of the movie. We find out that he's an archaeologist, that he's an adventurer, that he collects artifacts, that he is very knowledgeable. He's a professor, and he has a history with the lead actress. You find that all out within the first 20 minutes, and we don't need to find anything else out. The arc that he really goes on as far as a character goes, the way I see it is he starts the movie by saying, well, I don't believe in magic and hocus pocus and all those superstitions. Like when he's at the scene where he's talking to the two guys from the government and they're asking, well, what's that coming out of the ark? It's fire, power of God or something like that. And then you get to the end of the film and he's like, Marion, shut your eyes.
Don't look at it.
He's become a believer at this point that there's something supernatural about this thing.
I mean, the hero of this movie really, I think, is Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote it, who also wrote Empire Strikes Back, which is definitely, I think, the best Star Wars movie ever made. And I will also say that my son, who doesn't have a whole lot of patience for sitting down and watching whole movies, watched those 2 movies without moving when he was probably 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
And like they held his attention from beginning to end, whereas like the other Indiana Jones movies, other Star Wars movies didn't do that. And you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that I could point and say like the Minecraft movie was like, a very exciting thing for my son and was tolerably written for the rest of us. Like it was fine. Like there was nothing wrong with it, but it wasn't like something that I can't wait to return to because it's not made for me in that way,
Yeah.
Right.
This was one of the movies. One of
the thing about Raiders of the Lost Ark
was made for everybody.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave here in a second, but I just kind of want to leave with this though. The thing about Raiders of the Lost Ark is it makes it look easy. It's so well done, and everyone behind this movie, Lawrence Kasdan, Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Harrison Ford, the whole cast. I mean, like Alfred Molina is a throwaway character in this movie. I mean, like it's just dripping with talent, and it's and when you look. When you look at something like The Mummy, which I like The Mummy, the Brendan Fraser mummy movies, but it's like, it's aspiring to this and it never reaches it, and almost nothing can reach this.
Yeah.
And with that, I will bid you all adieu because I have to go hose my son down and put him in bed.
Thank you very much for joining us, Ben. It's always a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, thanks for
good hanging, man.
Have a good night.
Coming on.
Is there anything you want to plug?
You want to plug anything real quick?
Great to meet and see all. The last thing I will plug is I'm directing a short film called The Ultimate Breakup. And if you go on Kickstarter, you can find the link for it. We've already exceeded our goal, but we have some stretch goals. And if you're a Blair Witch fan, one of the things you can do is if you donate a certain amount of money, I will personally make you a stick figure and autograph it for you. So,
oh my God,
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's awesome.
Check it out.
You.
If you can, our campaign literally ends tomorrow. Like this is the last day of it. So, or tomorrow's the last day of
Very
it.
cool.
So, but check it out. It's a zombie film. It will be starring Xena Logan and Yuri Lowenthal, who, if you play the PlayStation Spider-Man game, he is the voice of Peter Parker / Spider-Man. So
sweet.
Oh, cool.
I knew I recognized that name when you said it. So yeah. That's cool.
Right on.
Yuri's one of my oldest friends. I've known him forever. He's so good. He's a pleasure to work with too. Anyway, thank you all. It's been a real pleasure.
Have a
Good
good
night, Ben.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Who was that guy?
Oh, you wandered in here.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything he said
Right.
Oh, he's such a good guy.
in his review of Doom, John.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He actually,
Lily,
true story,
I know
real
you
quick.
had some interesting thoughts because you were kind of talking to me about Raiders last night.
Bob, why you have to put me on the spot? I knew it.
I wanted you to share this because you got a controversial take. It's not as controversial as another take I've seen.
Oh God, Lily, tell me.
So it's not that controversial, but Lily, go ahead and share what you had shared with me last night.
All I said was that my favorite Indiana Jones movie is actually The Temple of Doom.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's not one-
Interesting.
that's not one-
Yeah, which Bob is like, you know what? That's usually not everybody's favorite.
No, but that's
Indiana
right.
Jones film.
Yeah, you
That's
don't
really
meet
nice.
many people that say Temple of Doom is their favorite Indiana Jones film.
You don't. That
I-
scared the
No.
crap out of me.
I know. I saw the Temple of Doom before I saw Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
I didn't even know
That's
Raiders of the
outrageous.
Lost Ark came out before Temple of Doom.
I think I saw Raiders first. I think.
And
my
you know
mom
what,
and-
Josh? That's probably to the point of why, because Bob was like, "Oh yeah, you would," because you're like more of a horror fan, and that was a little bit more
Oh,
like
that.
crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
But-
when ripping
I
the
think I
whole
saw
down-
Temple first too. So,
Yeah,
I
because
think
those
I
are
saw it first, too.
those are my earliest childhood memories. Because I was telling Bob like, oh yeah, like I would spend a lot of time with my brother when I was little, and of course he was watching all this stuff. He was watching Indiana Jones, Star Wars, and all of these things. So the Indiana Jones movie that would entertain me the most was Temple of Doom.
Now I know this.
So-
Last Crusade I saw in the theaters. The other two we had bought. Like I watched it at home. So, and I want to say Raiders was my first one, I think, and then Temple. Maybe it was Temple. I don't know. Temple scared the crap out of me.
Cavill.
It was
likes a
so
lot
good
too,
though.
Yeah.
It was.
It's a cool movie.
It's a good
That's the
one.
one with the dance number too, right?
Yes.
Isn't that one? And
And then eating
Yeah.
the snake and the monkey brain.
Yeah.
Monkey brain.
Eat the monkey
Oh,
brain.
God.
Yeah.
It's funny because when you listen to George Lucas talking about why it's so much darker, he's talking about, when I came up with the story for that, I was going through a divorce and and so he's like, it was a real dark time in my life. So I ended up making the story a lot darker. And the second part of a trilogy is always supposed to be darker anyway. And so yeah, that's part of why it turned out so dark.
Nailed it.
He did. It's good though.
It is.
Well,
good.
and the cool is that's the one with like a young kid in it too, which is interesting. I think for us too, it's like, with that character maybe, and since we saw it younger, like that's another kind of component to it. It's like, oh, this one has a kid in it, and then you're like, oh, this one's nightmare fuel.
Yes, I think that's probably why my parents let me watch that, because they're like, oh, there's like a kid in this movie. It must be like a little adventure movie or whatever.
Well,
And
the,
like,
the ending is like
no.
one of the happiest things you'll ever see too, because they free the temple with all the kid workers who were slaves, and everybody's running in the field, and all is well. And it's just that ending still hits me to this day anytime I see it. I love the ending of that movie. It's great. It's very, very feel good. I will say though, Gazelle got me thinking, can we get Tomb Raider only with the girl who plays Ballerina?
Ooh,
Right.
I think
With
that
Ana
would
de
be
Armas.
Ana de Armas. Okay.
Ana de Armas, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
she was
she's
great
so
in Ballerina. I
short.
love Ballerina.
It's because they need somebody that actually looks like they can do all of these things. Like, I know Angelina wasn't really that muscular or whatever, but she was at least tall. And
Well, we've already got our next Tomb Raider, so it's gonna
like
be.
I don't believe that. What's her name, Sophie or whatever? Like she
Yeah.
she put on the muscle
Sophie
for
Turner.
it, but she just doesn't embody Lara Croft. Like, I just don't see her that way. Like, you need somebody that's like Angelina, because you have to have that attitude.
Tall and thick.
Yeah,
right?
and the thing is that they just don't have the attitude. You need to find somebody with that attitude. Like, not even Ana de Armas. Like, she's way too sweet for that role. I thought she was way too sweet in the Ballerina role.
Right.
I love that movie. She was great.
Like, it was a good movie. I just don't believe it. I just don't believe it because she looks so sweet and innocent, and you're like,
Well, and she looks like she weighs like 100 pounds soaking wet also. So
exactly. So
Yeah, but
no.
I bought her throwing an axe at somebody's head though. I thought that was pretty well done.
I mean, you were talking about Kill Bill earlier. One
Right.
of the things that makes Kill Bill a believable movie is that Uma Thurman does actually seem like a fucking badass. Like,
Right.
she looks like she could do it. I agree. Both. I mean, I could have seen Angelina Jolie being Aeon Flux, but not Lara Croft Tomb Raider. Like, there was something about the athleticism of that role that just didn't fit. Like, she's too glamazon, looking and sort of, it just doesn't. And the same with, I can't really think of an actress though that fits that bill right now.
Honestly, one that comes to mind for me, who
they
they canceled off the face of the planet, is Gina Carano. She's kind of got the build, she's kind of got the look. Someone like that. She's not British, but
and she's
like
tall.
She's tall.
Yeah,
she's
she's
curvy.
tall. Yeah.
She's kind of got the look. Like I
got
could
the
see, and she's
attitude
athletic.
That you know she could probably beat you up, but she's also still like very beautiful.
Yes.
Like,
Yep.
that's
She would be
kind of what
perfect,
you need.
honestly.
I want to use that where you guys are talking about the look for Lara Croft. I want to kind of segue back into Raiders because you guys got me thinking about the look, because Josh and I were actually talking about the look of Indiana Jones. He was asking earlier when I was talking with him today about the possibility if Tom Selleck had played the role, because he was supposed to possibly play Indiana Jones. And I mentioned to him that he couldn't have pulled off the same look. There was something about Harrison Ford's look in that role that you totally believed him as that adventurer type character. I mean, he just had that rugged look. Yes, he had a gritty, rugged look. He could pull off the humor and everything. So he was just perfect for that role. And that kind of goes with what you all were saying about Lara Croft. You want to have an actor who embodies that character, that their look is iconic for that role.
Yeah,
right.
I get it. And the thing about Tom Selleck too is I think he would have kind of made it too goofy. There's something about Harrison Ford where he walks the line beautifully in terms of action and being funny at the same time.
He acts angry.
It's because that's
But,
really him. That's just him.
It's effortlessly the way that he's
angry.
funny too, though.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't, like he's just perfect with his comedic timing.
Yeah.
And we haven't brought it up, but Karen Allen is so stinking cute in this movie.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
golly. Like we were watching, I looked over at my wife, I was like, I don't know that she was in like that terribly much like other stuff besides these Indiana Jones movies, but she's just so easy to watch and she's so cute in this film.
And has great chemistry with him.
Yeah, and has excellent chemistry. Now, also, I will say, and I don't know if I never noticed it when I was younger, but now I do. When they first meet, the lines that they share it's creepy.
Yeah,
dude.
Bob and I.
Okay.
She was like, I was just a child, and you're like, and he's like, you knew what you were doing.
You get the impression that she was on the younger side. We'll say, and it was wrong on so many levels in that she was on the younger side, and also that she was the daughter of his professor partner, and whatnot.
Right.
So if there's a big flaw of Indiana Jones, that is it. He's got the liking of the women, and so that's his big flaw, and maybe the other flaw is that he trusts the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and they make a point of that in the movie where Belloc tells him, "You've chosen the wrong friends," and we see that actually in some of the other Indiana Jones films, where again he chooses the wrong friends.
Very true.
Yeah. Have you guys, by chance, has anybody played the new Indiana Jones video game that came out fairly recently?
No.
It's actually really cool. Like you actually get to play the opening of Raiders in first person. Like you get to run from the boulder, you get to swap out you get to do that in the game, but then it goes on its own storyline, and the whole plot of the game and actually like the supernatural kind of component is actually a whole storyline about giants. It's really neat. And it feels like these movies. Like it is true to form. It sounds like him. It looks like him. It's actually a surprisingly good game. But yeah, I was kind of thinking about it while watching this.
Oh God.
But yeah, Raiders is freaking awesome. I think there's so many things about it that are great. The arc itself, we kind of talk about how they leaned really hard into the supernatural with it. It's almost a character on its own in this film. It's not the typical MacGuffin, and Bob Rogers was actually pointing that out on my review, saying it's not a MacGuffin like what you think for most films. I mean, this represents everything about archaeology in the movie. We're talking about an actual religious artifact that went missing and nobody knows where it's at, and the fact that the adventure that they go on to find this, and they've got the worst of humanity after the Ark as well. I mean, there's just so many things about this movie that just come together that make it work right. And we haven't even touched on the score. John Williams brings it with the score.
Dude.
Like I think the scene, both when he's in the map room and at the end of the movie when they actually open the Ark and you're hearing the theme for the Lost Ark in both of those scenes, I think those are fantastic. They give me chills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's so
really,
good.
really good.
I love it. You know what's funny? I agree with Derek. Raiders is a great movie. But I agree with Bob. I love Last Crusade.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I absolutely love Last Crusade because it's got everything in it. Plus, I hate snakes. That snake Raiders.
Me too. Yeah.
Too much. And that cobra just staring at him. And I even think the worst one was the snake coming through the mouth.
The statue, yeah.
Too much for me. That was just like, I couldn't take it. I was like, oh my God. What's his name that I noticed? His friend, not the doctor, the one who was in all of them. Oh God,
Oh,
Brody.
you're talking about Marcus Brody, right?
Right, was not in it very much. I thought he was in it a lot more.
No, he's his biggest role is in Last Crusade, but he's not in Temple of Doom, and of course his character dies off screen, so he's not in Crystal Skull or Dial of Destiny.
Interesting, but
He's only in
Bob,
Raiders and Lost Ark. I mean, and Last Crusade.
got it.
Go ahead, G.
Bob, I think something you said that's interesting about the supernatural and, you know, him being a believer at the end. I don't think it's just him. There's something about the way that this movie and these movies were made that you actually think that if you were to go in a cave, like some ancient cave, and find a relic, that could happen, like in a Mayan ruin or in somewhere that it's so believable that, like, if you lift the chalice, that like literally something could actually happen, because it's this the history, the fact that a lot of people, there's still a lot of mysteries about things like, you know, pyramids, or, you know, archaeology still holds a lot of questions that people haven't been able to solve. And I think there's an element of, you can suspend your disbelief for this movie in a way that you can't for other movies, because something creepy coming out of, you know, an ancient culture seems believable. You know what I mean? Like it's not something that's as far-fetched as some of the other movies that have been coming out more recently, I think.
Oh, real quick, Meister brought this up. He brought this up on my review as well. Yeah, you guys remember the scene where Indy's ready to blow up the Ark? If you look over at Belloc, there's a fly that lands on his mouth, and then all of a sudden it looks like it walks into his mouth and disappears. So there was a lot of talk that he actually ate the fly and just kept going. Now, my understanding is they actually use like several different takes and stuff like that, but they wanted it to be a debate whether he really ate that fly or not.
That's good stuff.
That's wild.
Yeah, so, I think that's pretty cool, because if you watch it, yeah, the fly goes missing. It looks like it goes into his mouth and then it's gone. But yeah, this movie's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me Derek, you got any thoughts real quick, and then I want to share the critical scores.
You guys shared them all. To sum it up, I'll leave it with one sentence. I think that encapsulates all of it. In that, they don't make them like this anymore.
No,
They just they don't. And G, you hit it right on the head. And man, it's always good to go back and revisit these. And I can leave it at that. So thank you, Raiders. And let's take a look at that.
Yeah, so Raiders right now over on Critic List, I mean, it's sitting there with a 95% with 106
That's
votes.
wild with that many people. That is so high.
What has 100% then if that doesn't have 100%?
Well,
Well,
I
that's-
do know that this
Good question.
good-looking guy wasn't good, gave it 100%.
there we go.
It's not a hot take like that Jaws take, you know. I mean,
Right.
this was
No.
yeah, 100%. But
Not like
no,
that.
seriously though, Meister also gave it 100%. Bob Rogers gave it 100%. I know, Blaine, you talked about that when you put your score, you'd probably give it 100%. And if you just go down the list here, I mean,
It's all
95%.
Yeah.
I mean, almost everybody has this thing as a most excellent. I think there's a couple of rads, and there's like one person who gives it like a bogus, but didn't really even put a review. So I don't think that that's really accurate.
I don't like fedoras. 1 star.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah, look at this.
Probably.
So you said, Blaine, you would probably put it at around 100%.
Somewhere in there, yeah. I'm kind of torn. It's like one of those, sometimes when it's a trilogy like this or like part of other films, I'm like, should I kind of put them in the same camp where if there's one that I like a little more, should I like put it a point or two higher kind of thing? But it's like, I mean, this movie's near perfect. And it's kind of, if you're going to throw a bone, it usually tends to be towards the original, right? Like the first. And
Absolutely.
so
What about you, Lily? If you had to rate this on a critical score, what would you rate it?
Probably not 100%, only because like Blaine just said that when it's part of a trilogy and this isn't my favorite, but it would probably be somewhere in the 90s too.
All right. What about you, Josh and Derek? What would you guys give this?
98% probably.
All
I
right.
might give Last Crusade 100%.
Okay.
yeah.
It's probably somewhere in there. Yeah, 98 to 100. I don't see how you you don't grade it like super high.
Yeah.
You know what? Honestly, it'd be hard pressed for me. Like maybe Temple of Doom would get like a 95, but all of these would be real seriously up there for me.
What about you, G? I know you're not too familiar with the critical score, but would you rate this high up there as like pretty close to perfect?
I mean, I'm gonna give it 100 for your 100th episode, and I'm also having some connectivity issues. I'm hearing like 1 out of every 8 words, so it's a little bit hard. I might have to drop off here, but love what you guys are doing. 100 more. Let me know when you do talk about White Men Can Jump, because I'm ready for
we'll
that.
have you back for that one.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, okay. So G, we'll see you. Thanks for being here as always.
Thanks for joining us, G. It's always a pleasure.
Later.
Later. So there's not much more to say other than Raiders is awesome. Go back and watch it again and again.
Yeah.
You'll never be disappointed ever.
Definitely.
So
I just love Last Crusade. Just you got Sean Connery, you got
you can't go wrong with Last Crusade.
It's so good.
Yeah, I was going back and kind of like reading reviews and stuff, and I was trying to decide because with Last Crusade, I remembered I was like, there's something that I have a little bit of an issue with Last Crusade versus this one. And looking at my review, I remember what it was, and with Last Crusade, it is that there's a lot more conveniences for indie in Last Crusade, where like just kind of absurd, like the spectacle of Last Crusade is a lot bigger. There's just crazy, like the tank scene and like the motorcycle scene. There's a lot of really crazy stuff where it's like very convenient things happen to where you're like, he should probably be dead. But like in this movie, it's a little more grounded and a little more measured, where like the spectacle of Last Crusade is so high, but also it's so fun. So it's like,
Absolutely.
Yep. All right. Well, I think that is a good symphony of compliments to such a beautiful film, Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yep.
So with that, cheers, thank you, and let's move on to the next topic of the night.
All right. Well, it's time for another episode of Stump the Chumps. Last week came very close. Bob had a good guess and got it right. Derek missed it. Who was it in the chat? That was it Dixie who got it?
I think Dixie and Meister, I think both got it.
Meister got that one.
So my original question was actually about Tom Selleck until I talked to Bob today, and he knew it. He actually brought it up without me saying it. So I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So then I started to think who was going to be on our show tonight. And there's a gentleman known as Blaine.
Oh no.
The internet. I'm usually good with thinking of things on my own in my head. I'm like, now I got to look. So this is the question for the chat and everyone here. The movie Jaws. What? It's a two-parter. And yes, I'm allowed to do this because I thought about this. What was the name that Steven Spielberg gave Jaws, and who was it after?
It was. Can we just say?
Yeah, go ahead and just say it.
Yeah, you start.
It was Bruce, right? Was the name of the shark? Correct?
Yeah, it was Bruce the shark.
Okay, and
but I don't know. I don't know who it was named after.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah, I don't know who it was named after. Yeah, caveat. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, that's
Bruce.
Who it was. But I don't know who it was named after. You got
Really?
Oh my gosh, I don't. But now I'm making a connection. Is that why they named one of the sharks in Finding Nemo?
Yes.
Bruce?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Bruce.
I love Finding Nemo.
Oh God! Lily goes and takes a horror film. Oh, God bless Finding Nemo.
That's a good one.
All right, Derek, what do you
Fish
think?
are friends, not
No,
food.
it's like somebody random. I heard this like a long time ago. It's like, oh, it was somebody he was like Steven Spielberg knew, but it wasn't like a big movie star. It was like somebody like somebody random. It was like somebody.
I don't know. I'm gonna go with what Caveat said. His lawyer.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yes,
You are right.
He's a lawyer?
Yeah, right. It was his lawyer.
there it is.
Really?
That makes
His
sense.
lawyer, which is
That
funny.
makes sense.
Okay.
which is
All right.
funny. Yep, his lawyer. Very
The
good.
shark.
caveat.
Yeah, that's good.
Just real quick, caveat, just a couple points he made about Raiders there, about how he knew just to close his eyes. Oh wait, sorry. There we go. He says he knew to close his eyes because he knew his Bible, and it goes back to when he told the guys, "Didn't you guys go to Sunday school?"
Mm-hmm.
Funny.
Yep.
Good stuff.
So yeah, beloved likes your question there, Josh. I'll say this: you're getting a lot better on these.
A lot better.
questions
You
here.
liked all of them, Bob. What do you mean you're getting a lot better? Love the
Yeah,
Batman
Your
one.
intro was
Love
crap
pages.
the first time.
The first one. What was the first one? What was the first
You're
one?
terrible.
The first one was about Cesar Romero.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that still was good. All of them have
Yeah,
been
no,
good.
all of them were good.
Your introduction was terrible the first time, Josh. Just
But Josh, you haven't been able to stump us or the chat yet. So
bunch of losers!
First of all, Bob, you're asking the chat and looking at the chat. You would not have
Wait,
figured
that's part of the game is that they can participate as well, because we can choose to go with them or we can come up with our own answer.
I gotta
In this case,
come up
we went with the
something
chat.
hard.
But we did get
can
Bruce
write
the Shark.
the
We did know that. So
You did know Bruce the Shark.
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right. Well, good questions. We'll tune in next week. Why don't we move on to, I believe, the final topic of the evening, going down memory lane?
Yep.
Let's do it.
So good.
Nice.
Mad Hatter.
We did right.
The
We did
Mad Hatter.
absolutely
When I lost my.
When you
sanity.
actually lost your mind.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, that's gonna be fun. So what we wanted to kind of do is look at just some of our favorite moments on the show here with the time that we have left on the episode, and let me go ahead and let's bring up the first one. This is one that Lily actually mentioned to me, and I put together a little clip of this here. So let's go ahead and bring that up here. And this is Josh losing his soul on Halloween. So
Oh God.
Wow.
Doing today.
Well, first of all, I'd like to apologize to our audience for that monstrosity that Josh has on right now. But I'll tell you what Josh was any type of an introducer with the way he brought in this show. So again, for that,
I want to point out how happy Josh is here right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, keep that in mind, how happy he is right now.
well, yeah, that dance isn't helping you. So I'm fine, Josh.
I'm glad.
You have a tendency to make up a lot of stuff.
Oh,
in your own
shut
way.
up, Derek. Okay,
He
I'm
does,
already,
we went to the theater together.
I'm already annoyed at how hot this hat is. Okay, Like,
Just take it off then.
You can take
I
it
might.
off.
You're gonna,
So anyway.
don't sweat your arse off in that thing. Just take it off.
No, leave it on. Leave
Yeah,
it
you know what? You deserve to be punished. Keep that on.
Actually,
shut up,
yes.
both of you.
Yeah.
You need to commit to the act.
Thanks, Lily. Lily. You did not come on as Wednesday. You can't say
chose
it.
Yeah, you chose that costume.
Yeah, you
You
chose
did.
that costume just
That's
like
it.
I like last year on when was it? No, not last year. The year before, maybe on Dames and Dorks, that I showed up as a vampire with stupid teeth and I couldn't talk for the whole show. But I committed to it. I didn't take them out.
I love how you're guilting him here, Lily.
Yeah.
and that becomes important that she's guilting him here.
I sounded like an idiot the entire show.
What was
with
that like? You're like,
with the lisp.
"Everyone."
No, I think I had like the worst lisp ever.
Oh,
But I
send me the
committed.
video. I can't wait.
I committed.
What episode is it? I'll look it up.
It's better. You can tell
Oh.
how
Don't worry, Josh is still writing his down right now.
No, I'm just gonna.
All right, we'll do one. He doesn't even talk. He just slurs.
Complete his sentences.
He's probably got
Time,
heat
just so that way.
stroke.
Go ahead and give me your fifth candy.
But yeah, those are the two main things that I'm gonna be on mostly. So I'm gonna be a little bit more active.
He doesn't even
Oh my
care.
God.
Monday Hangover as well. Definitely check that out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna start doing all the Christmas movies, which I was trying to extend it a little bit further to do more like spooky movies
Where's
in November.
Derek?
Look at
I
him.
think everybody's over it already. So
Oh, Derek had
we're
to go pick
gonna
his
start
dad
doing all
up.
the Christmas movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to get away with
Look at his face.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
And then I'm just like going on and on and on.
Yeah,
And Josh
Lily
is just
would
like,
not stop talking.
oh,
Lily
over
usually was like very like to say a couple of things. That night we had Kathy. We had what do you call it? Talkie Kathy. Like she just
I did.
on
Well,
and
because
on and
you were
on.
talking because you were dying with the hat.
It
Well,
was like,
listen to this. Look how quickly he's trying to move on
putting
here.
Krampus in there because it is a Christmas movie,
Yeah.
but it's also a horror movie. So
Krampus.
Oh.
yeah, but yeah, definitely don't miss out.
Nice. All right, Baba, where can we find you? Yeah, it's like Lily is supposed to sit there and say, you can find me on X. You can find me on it. No, let me explain the story of when I first got on X.
Give you the full-fledged
He
history.
was so ready to go, Blaine. I kid you not. He was so excited to start, and by the end of it,
Yeah.
when we got off, when we cut the stream or we stopped
I ripped
recording.
everything off.
That was our last recorded episode. We went live with you starting the
Yeah.
next week. As soon as we turned it off, he takes that hat off and he's sweating all under.
Oh
I know.
my
I'm
gosh.
gonna start pulling at Josh when I don't want to be on a show anymore. I'm just gonna be like,
I'm like,
well,
I'm like,
Just start checking your.
Blaine, you don't understand. I love Lily. She says 6 words a show. That night, she led the show on purpose. On purpose, she led the show.
Oh, that was so good, Josh. That is one of the best moments. So
Yeah.
yeah, that was.
God.
Go ahead, Lily.
That's one of the best clips because I just won't shut up, and Josh is just like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!"
No, you just go on and on.
You know what you should do? You know what you should do? You should take that same clip, but then like have Josh's inner thoughts where he's like, "Oh my god, when is she
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
stop
you know, I
talking?
wanted
don't even
to.
want to be here anymore."
Well, I
This
wanted
hat
to
is
do
so
that.
hot.
I just couldn't make it work in the short time, but I wanted to do that. Have like
Right.
a like a
thought
cloud
bubble.
coming up, going, God, this is so hot.
Lily, you were so shy when we first met you. Couldn't you go back to that, please?
No, she can't because she knows now.
Lord.
She knows now.
Gosh.
It was
knows
almost
exactly
like,
what
you know
to
what's
do.
funny? It was all Derek left the show because he had to go pick up his dad. It was almost like Derek transferred his essence into Lily.
See,
Just slightly.
I was speaking for two people.
I'm so,
There you
I'm so,
go.
I'm so proud of her.
All right, so let me go ahead and pull up this next clip. This
Oh,
is from a
man.
clip that this is one of my favorite moments on the show, in which we were discussing our top 5 movies, romantic movies that a guy could go to and have a good time. And this
Oh,
was
Jesus
important because we were talking, or this had to do with Valentine's Day. So go ahead and pull that up here.
My number 2, God, it's a fantastic movie, The Princess Bride.
Son of a.
That was my number 1.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yes,
But I
that was mine too.
Oh my!
Okay,
Okay, number 1. Mine is. Oh
This
my God!
hopefully will take his. So both of us had The Princess Bride at number 1, and now Josh is going to give his number 1. Number 1.
No, you won't. Mine is My Best Friend's Wedding.
Hold on. I lost internet there for a moment. What did you say?
My Best Friend's Wedding.
Did you hear
Yeah,
that, Bob?
okay. Here's what's hilarious. Derek said that we talked after he came up with this topic. He says, if Josh picks My Best Friend's Wedding, so he knew that's what you were going to go with.
How did he did not know. He
Oh
did
my
not.
Yes,
God.
he did.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. I kid you not, man. He called me that day and he's like, Josh is going to come up with something stupid like My Best Friend's Wedding.
Honestly,
You have never. We can all. We've never discussed it.
no, we have not. That's true.
Never- I just love it. It's a great movie.
Look
And
That's
that
awesome.
and that she has. You know what? This is my list. This is my pick. I am allowed to do what I want.
You put My Best Friend's Wedding before The Princess Bride?
I was well. Then we would have all been. Look, at least I'm different.
Yeah, but at least we.
Crap. That's crap.
Okay, that's enough, Bob. Okay, you know what? You just crossed the line.
I'm saying that because you put it ahead of The Princess Bride.
Well, you know what? At least I picked something that the two of you didn't pick. I was different.
You didn't pick
But like,
Swingers.
would a guy actually want to go watch my best friend's wedding? Though,
Yes,
wasn't the
and
point
that's the
that
point.
it has to be like
Right.
a movie a
Right.
guy can go watch?
So listen to his reasoning for it. Said you didn't pick.
Yeah,
All of them.
Both of you, shut up.
I just don't understand how you put that one ahead of The Princess Bride.
I couldn't. I wanted to be different. I almost
That was
switched them.
it.
Oh
I didn't,
my
I didn't
God.
understand how that
Did
made your
you
list.
do it because
period.
you wanted to be different, or you actually think it's better than The Princess
This
Bride?
is, wait a minute. This is for Valentine's and rom-coms. That's what you told me. And that was from your list. That you
No.
Bob,
I
you sent me
said
that list, and this was on that list.
no.
And I was like,
I
oh, that was a
said
great week.
romance movies that guys would be into.
This, yes, my wife loves it. See?
Oh,
Thank
am
you,
I?
Dad.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Okay, but here's the point. You had The Princess Bride at number
Who
2.
cares? Can we finish this up?
Oh my gosh.
By the end of the show, I'm just like,
So caveat, what that list was for, it was a top 5 that we were doing for Valentine's Day, and they were movies that were romantic movies that a guy could go to and enjoy. And Derek and I had The Princess Bride at number 1 because we're thinking, okay, that's a movie that it's got the swashbuckler and the adventure and all that stuff, but it's got the romance that that the ladies are going to really like. So like even what's his name, the grandson in the movie, Fred Savage's character, he's like, oh, I like this, and no kissing, but I like this stuff. And he wanted to keep hearing the story because he liked all that other stuff. But Josh, he puts My Best Friend's Wedding ahead of The Princess Bride. And then he says, but at least I was different. And I'm like, so did you pick it to be different? Or you actually think that? So
Oh my gosh, Josh.
Yeah.
It's because by the end of every show, Josh loses his mind because he forgets to get snacks and water.
oh,
And...
here we go.
I just felt like having
Here
a
we
conversation with somebody else just now. Would you like to go, or would you like to stay with
No,
us?
my Girl Scout cookies, the new ones. So I was curious.
That could have waited.
Speaking of snacks, there,
Right.
he's
There you
got
go.
some.
There's your snacks.
Lily.
So this next clip, Josh always talked about that we bully him and all that stuff.
You do.
And I'm going to show you why. Because when he finally won in fantasy football, and Lily was on this particular show to show that Josh is a sore winner. And we're going to prove that right here. So
We want to talk about that, or should we go on to the next thing?
we have
Look
to.
at Derek in the dark. Oh, God, yes, we do.
Oh, I know what this means.
We do. Let's do
All
it,
right.
Bob. Hit it.
All right.
Yes, I know. Why is Derek picking his nose? I'm on the show.
Because you were
At
talking.
you.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
That was Adam Rank talking to me, congratulating me for once again
There we go.
winning. Beating you guys. Okay, everybody is going crazy with this. Last time I was very quiet when I won. Not tonight. Let's go.
Now we get to our champ for the week.
Oh, look at that. Lily was so
Oh my
proud of me.
God.
Lily was so proud. So good. The champ is here. Thank you.
All right. So
Oh my gosh.
And Lily's back. Let me tell you. Welcome back, Lily. Lily knows who the champion is. Lily even gave me a call and was like, Josh, you are the champion. I can't believe you with two other losers.
Shut up!
You.
I knew you would do that, Bob. I had this
Good.
all planned out tonight. I had a call from Bobby's parents earlier saying, you know what, we've always considered you a second son. Now we want to put you as our number one son.
Oh my gosh.
You are a winner. And I said,
Oh
Mom,
my gosh. This is
thank you.
hilarious.
I love
all
you.
right, so
It's true.
still
They
a
love
lot
you
of
better
football
than
to
him.
go, so we'll see how that plays out.
Loser.
You have the playoffs as well. So
Right, Derek, you're a loser. You know it. You know it. You got Look at Derek. Rushed.
you didn't crush. This was the
Jesus
closest
Christ,
you
Josh,
had
you beat
in
me
any
by
of them.
4
Let me
points.
tell you, Lily, these guy Bobby's always, I do well in football. I do well on DraftKings. I'm not seeing that. Are you, Lily? I mean, look at Lily. That night she knows.
Oh my gosh.
Gosh, because you just keep going, man. You gotta hope to God you don't lose for next week.
Look at Bob. Bob with Lily, do you have any questions for me? Any questions at all?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You are in the deepest of turds next week. I hope you
God,
lose
I hope he loses. I really.
I don't
So
think
I have
I
to
lost.
point out because the next week
I
we
don't
were
think I
supposed to
lost.
have the crew from Dames and Dorks show up. So that was when you brought Nomi and Sebi on the week after. So we were giving him warning, saying, "Dude, you better hope that you win because if not, we're gonna hand it to you next week." Oh
You
God!
better hope I lose because if I win again,
Oh, I know.
You remember
We're
what
going
happened the
to the
last time I beat you, Josh?
oh, you better
Yeah.
hope you don't win because with the Dames and Dorks, are you kidding? It's going to be a huge celebration.
You're not going to put them
Oh
through
my
any of that
gosh.
pain. You keep your mouth shut with that.
Oh, they're all going
All
to
right.
be happy. Shmoo's going to be happy. Nomi's going to be
Oh,
happy.
Shut up.
Dr.
You're
Laura,
going to be happy. Your mom's not going to be happy. Quiet.
Smooth.
I just got invited to Thanksgiving dinner at my
God.
parents' house.
Oh
So
my
as you guys
gosh,
can see, Josh is a sore winner.
I commend you, Josh. That was impressive. Like,
Thank you, Blaine.
very
Thank you.
impressive.
I really like the you got to just rub your homie's nose in it, and that
Oh,
was
yeah.
that was good. I also like that Derek is wearing the exact same shirt that he was
I
wearing.
know,
in that
of course.
video.
It's the only
And Bob's
Even
wearing the
better.
same cap.
Yeah.
too.
Right.
I was
Yep.
like, did you guys plan this?
No, I think that cap is like glued to Bob's head. I
It
mean,
is.
Bob always
It
has
is.
that hat.
I have to wear this hat because
Yeah,
the glare on my head.
Yeah,
will
I wear the
show
hat
up.
simply because of my lighting. Because
But just get a
since I do
different
have a
hat.
shaved head, it
Right.
heavily pixelates with the lighting.
But
You
get
just
it-
need to tell people what my grandpa said about his bald head. He said it was a solar panel for a sex machine, and that's what
Oh
he
my
told
god.
everyone. So that's just go with that and just embrace it. Just reflect to that light and be like, I'm powering up, baby. You
Oh
know?
my gosh, that's
Yep.
There we go.
Get your charge on. That's
I
right.
just
we gotta-
love how Lily was quiet through that whole.
Well,
scene for me. It was just
dude,
like-
you were doing enough talking for everybody.
Yeah.
Lily
you're
But
was
good.
so we got a few more
Yeah.
moments here to share. So this one comes from Derek. This was for Thanksgiving this year, and wanted to go ahead and share this one, which we were doing a tier ranking for Thanksgiving dishes, and specifically we are talking about gravy at this point. Now we're getting to the gravy. All right,
Okay.
gravy. Where are we putting it?
Throw it away.
Heavenly.
Throw it away immediately. I don't want to see that. I don't want to
Throw it
see.
away.
I don't want to see Thanksgiving sewage.
Did you
Okay?
drop
Go
the
away.
plate?
Go away.
No,
Go
no, no.
away.
What is
It's
happening?
canceled. The
Go
fact-
away.
He doesn't like gravy?
Oh, he
Oh
hates
my
it.
gosh.
Hates it.
It's
Despises
the
it.
only thing at Thanksgiving that matters.
Thank
Oh.
you.
Nothing else matters
Thank you.
but
Uh-oh.
the gravy. You could put me in a gravy
Go
bath,
away.
and I would be the happiest man alive.
Gravy is
guy.
heavenly.
It's done.
And Bob Hardy agrees with me on this.
Okay, so where are you putting it, Josh?
Heavenly.
Okay,
Heavenly.
you're putting it in heavenly. Derek's throwing it away. I'm going to throw it away too. I am not a fan of gravy.
What?
Uh,
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
What is happening?
I'm not You a gotta see fan the of it. chat So response. With a heavenly
Josh.
and to throw it away, we're saying that falls under what? More of an I'll
Okay.
pass.
Well,
Okay,
pass,
no,
I
okay.
guess. I totally disagree.
Wow.
God, I hope
So
so.
we got the gravy on I'll pass.
Can you believe that,
Um,
Blaine?
You should have left the
Turkey's
show.
moist
This should have been your
enough
last
and all of
episode,
that.
I
Josh.
should have left. No, you need
I
to
don't
That
think you
was
need it.
a-
There you go, Dixie. There you go.
There's, wow.
That was
He doesn't
that
like-
was
you-
a better
you don't-
See,
plot
yes,
twist
we're
than
gonna throw it.
most
Yes.
stuff.
Coming Throw from it a away, guy you holding the monsters. kid. Exactly. You guys are monsters. I hope you eat dried turkey. What happens if it's dry?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good.
Drop that
Oh
one.
my gosh.
Go
I'm
tennis
so
day level.
angry.
No
I
one
love
can
that.
ever
God,
say
please don't put me
anything about my
there.
Jaws take again.
I
Yeah,
was
oh,
not
wow.
expecting
MS
that
Wow.
plot twist. What the heck?
Yeah, so we were
Oh my
throwing the
God.
gravy away. Both Derek and I, Josh thought it was heavenly, and then I thought that was the chat all throughout this particular tier ranking. The chat was really involved, giving us where they were ranking everything, and that was a lot of
Yeah.
fun to listen to them on that.
Bob,
We got a lot of good stuff.
Bob, you know what was funny? Bob, when Derek, when you ask about gravy, and Derek just doesn't even take a breath. He goes, "It's done. Throw it out."
There you go.
Blaine's ready to fly out here and beat me.
I'm traumatized.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, just to fly over there to open up a whole can of whoop ass on you. Everybody likes gravy. Come on, I feel like this is a conspiracy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I
wild.
think. This is what I think. I think Derek called Bob that day and said, "I'm going to say I hate gravy. I need you to join me in this."
That-
No,
they-
I don't like gravy. Well, I mean,
Solidarity.
That sounds.
Oh,
if
there
I
you go.
absolutely have to, but if the turkey's juicy, it doesn't need it.
But what if it's
So-
dry?
It doesn't matter if it needs it. It's just the matter that it's the best. You put it on your freaking bread. You can put it. I don't care. Put it on your corn. Put it on your nipples. I don't care where you put that gravy. It's amazing. It should go on everything.
Put it on the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, Josh should be ashamed.
Are you speaking from experience there, Blake?
Yeah, listen. I don't want to.
Is your wife still on here? Is there something we need to
She
know?
might be. Don't tell him.
So
Don't tell him.
this next clip is also one of Josh's favorites, and in this we were doing our favorite TV theme songs of all time.
Oh yeah.
Bob's
And-
reaction.
This is great here. Josh does this with such conviction here. Yeah.
Yes.
So let me pull this up.
Oh, my number 3, Happy Days. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I have to sing it.
Derek.
That's not the song.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it's Sunday, Monday,
Monday,
Happy Days.
Tuesday,
Wednesday.
Anyway, I loved it. I loved it with the Fonzie, and it shows the record, the
See,
record.
I'm trying to talk about it, and he got it wrong to begin with.
You love it so much.
Oh my god.
You know what I've noticed, Bob and Derek, in my old age? That I'm turning into my mother because my mom changes the subject. Do you notice? It doesn't matter. I love it.
You were
That's great
so
because
sure.
he's singing it with conviction. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, Bob, can you go back? I want you to look at Derek. Go back for a minute.
Okay, yeah,
Watch
hold on. Let me pull it up
You
again.
guys are so confused.
Blaine, watch Derek. The minute I watch. My number 3, Happy Days. Okay. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7, 8.
You don't have to sing it.
That's not the song.
Derek thought it was the song. Derek
Yes,
thought
it
it was
is.
the song.
No, it's Sunday,
Monday,
Monday, Happy
Now he's
Days.
turning himself on
Tuesday,
me.
Wednesday.
You see that? Derek's like, by the way, Derek said, quote, "You don't have to sing it," meaning he thought that was
Yeah.
the song as well.
No, Josh.
He did.
Not. No.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Josh. It's because that's so funny because you sang it with your whole chest.
Yes, he did. He had conviction, and I'm
Yeah.
just looking at him like, that's not the song.
Yeah. Do you ever
Oh,
see those
this is great.
cartoons in like Looney Tunes when like one of them strikes out, but they spin around like that many times?
Right.
Oh,
That was
classic Josh.
Oh my gosh, that was
Yeah.
so funny.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, that was classic, Josh. That
It is
that
classic.
was perfect. And
Oh,
yeah, and you're
yeah.
right, Caveat. They do sound a little similar. So, but yeah, he just did it with such conviction. But then he asks me later. He's like, "What song was I singing?"
Right. It's like next time you ask him, he's like, favorite theme song. He's like, it's the Batman one. He's gonna be like, Spider-Man. Spider-Man. You're like, that's it. That's it. That's the one.
You know the one.
Oh my god.
So we got 2 more clips here to share. This first one is also from Derek. This is we were doing our favorite sodas, and we actually did a taste test on the
Oh yeah.
on the stream that day, or on the recording, in which we had all of our favorite zero drinks, Coke Zero, Pepsi Zero, and all of those. And we were gonna say what our favorite was, and I think in this one, it was pretty unanimous on this one.
Last one, Zero Sugar Sunkist,
Oh,
which will be the one I'll be drinking because it's in a can.
Well, how do you know? You haven't tasted it yet.
That's true.
Well, because it's in a can. So
Yeah, I don't have a choice. Bottoms up. God, I love this show. Derek, that's a meme.
That's solid.
That's almost perfection.
It's really good.
That's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Mountain Dew at number 2 and the Sun-Kissed Zero Sugar at number 1.
You're here. Bob's not excited. Bob was really excited.
I mean, it's a good orange drink. So I mean, it actually tastes like orange soda. So
Yeah.
Coke, cherry Coke Zero, but by like that much down, this wins.
Of course,
it wins. It's just, don't you? You know.
All right.
It knows.
2 and 1. For my own rankings, I mean, I love the Sun-Kissed and I love the Mountain Dew. For a very long time, all I drank was Mountain Dew. And I love that taste. So I'm going to have to
chewing Mountain Dew.
I know. So that is 1B and Mountain Dew is 1A for me.
All right.
That's what I think. They are so close together that I can't really, they're interchangeable for me. All right. Well, very good, gentlemen. Anything else to add, or should we go to our final topic of the night?
Sun-Kissed, number 1.
Salud. There we go. L'chaim.
Mm-hmm.
L'chaim.
Right. So we were all pretty unanimous on that. Meister brings up a little bit of info there. And don't think this lets you off the hook, Josh, because you weren't thinking of this song. So.
You see, Rock Around the Clock by Bill and it's covered for the first 2 seasons. Thank you.
No, but you didn't think that. You didn't know
I
that.
did. I just didn't tell you.
No, you didn't, you liar.
Oh my gosh.
Quiet.
All right. So the final clip I want to share here is actually from a few weeks ago, in which Dixie was just trolling Josh the entire show.
Oh my god, that
And,
was so
and
good.
Willie was on that episode, and my goodness, it was just hilarious. I
It
want to
was
share that
so
here.
funny.
I'm surprised you're covering this, Bob. Usually you want the exact news story.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm just
thank you, Dixie. Thank you. No, I don't agree.
yes, thank you, Dixie.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Can't even
Dixie.
spell Filoni. I do not agree. Okay, he can't even spell Filoni right. I do not agree. But maybe that will change when he gets the opportunity to have it all to himself. So I need to punch Josh in the face next time. Wow. Wow. Good Lord.
I love how he takes the time to read it. I need to punch Josh in the face.
He was processing as he was reading.
I'm so happy to have
Fucking
you.
Lord. First of all, how old are you, Dixie, that you
Dixie.
saw Star Wars in the theater? There you go. Good
Tell
Lord.
us how you really feel,
Yeah.
Dixie.
Lord.
Oh, hold on, if I may. By the way, Dixie, same garage. I think it's going to be the same garbage in and garbage out that we've gotten for God knows how long.
Shut up, Derek.
I'm sorry.
Wow. Oh, Josh, it really- Dixie is Dixie a man or a woman?
I'm the one that got Lily talking.
Josh is gonna dude smoke
Yeah,
smoking in the picture.
It says it right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't mean anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't know you guys until I see a full trailer. You're doing that, Dixie.
Don't Josh, it's because we can see you dying inside.
Yeah,
Man,
you're
were
really-
so
you're really-
excited.
You're off to a very, very Ron start tonight, aren't you?
Wow, Dixie.
Be Bob territory.
I'd rather not Bob Derek. Derek, can I go to school with you or something? Are you like Jesus, can I steal your girlfriend or something?
Okay.
For the final time this year, let's take a look at the leaderboard.
Oh, there we go.
Dang! Oh my gosh!
You talk about a butt whipping. I
See,
finished
Bob
with
had to get
12
that in.
wins.
Yes, I
Josh,
did.
you had 4. Derek, you had 2. Since the season is over with that score, that means only one thing.
There can be only one.
Forgot
You
about
are
that.
so
Yeah.
dumb. Oh my God, we're done.
So
with
that brings an end to another season of fantasy football. And after that butt whipping, Josh, I hope that you learn not to brag for so long because it's going to come back at you. I'm telling you, man, you are never going to live this one down.
To be the first thing people see is big stupid face when they walk in the door. Can we do it? You're a genius.
Wow. Oh, this is great.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
this hurts. This just
Oh, Josh, yes.
embarrassing. Josh should watch Soccer. They're releasing episode 9. I don't believe. Anyway, let's just go ahead. I know Josh wants to finish these voting. Wow, Dixie's a jerk.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
convinced Dixie.
That's amazing.
yeah,
hey, Josh, I have met Dixie in real life. I know
I
who
saw
he
the
is.
picture.
Yeah,
did you?
he
Okay.
sent us a picture.
By the way,
And,
I saw the
I did
picture.
share it
and
with
you-
him.
I saw the picture, and then you called for a restraining order.
Right. Yeah.
Good
So
lord!
before we get to Derek, before you move on to the last topic, there is one more thing I want to share as far as the blast from the past goes, and that is the truth behind the lie. Because for all this time, we have been speculating that Derek might have actually been kidnapped, and that's why he screamed from his garage. And I didn't give much thought to it until I was watching this one stream, and I noticed kind of a distortion in the background. And it wasn't big, but I thought that's kind of weird. And so I slowed down the footage and took some still shots and fed it into the computer. And I was able to find out the truth behind the lie. And that is, in fact, that Derek has, in fact, been kidnapped. And we are going to reveal the identity of his kidnapper right now.
Oh my gosh.
So there's actually several pictures where we'll see the identity of his kidnapper. So first, we've got this lovely lady here is actually has kidnapped Derek, and you can see that she has got him at her mercy right there. Even when he's in the kitchen, she is right there at all times. There's also a moment where Derek, when they went on vacation, he actually streamed. I thought he was on vacation, but nope. She was
right there.
Derek in a hotel room.
Oh my god.
And then there was even once he went on a business trip. And guess what?
Derek.
Oh my gosh.
So this is the truth behind the lie that Derek, you have in fact been kidnapped, and we feel sorry for you, man.
Like Kathy Bates.
She broke my ankle again before I got here.
Oh, that
Yeah, now I have to
Did
wait
Dick-
for my food.
Blaine probably
Did
gave that
Dixie
movie
miss
a like
it? He's
four
the one that's
score.
been asking.
Right.
Yeah.
Blaine, what did
Yeah,
you
she
give that
did
score?
miss
What did
that
you
one.
I'll
give
have
that?
to,
That's
I'll have to
probably,
let him know to go and check that.
Yeah.
I actually have not reviewed Misery. I haven't seen that in a long time. I will say that the new movie Send Help that I just saw the other day, it's like Castaway meets Misery, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went and saw it. Was it yesterday that I went to see it? No.
Yes.
Yeah, it was yesterday. I went to go see it.
Yeah.
And
It's
I had a
fun.
good time with it.
It's fun.
Sam Raimi is the my buddy says it best because he's a big horror film guy. But I was telling this to Bob. Sam Raimi is the guy. If you're not into horror movies, go check out his horror movies.
Right. Because you're gonna
will
laugh.
have a good time. Like you will.
Yeah.
It will be fun. So I got to go check that one out when I can.
Oh, that was
But yeah,
funny.
that's
Funny.
the one who loves me. She takes care of me.
Funny.
Oh man, that's so
All that.
funny.
Mhm.
Oh,
All right.
That's
What'd you
awesome.
say, Derek? We get to some final
Yeah,
thoughts
you wanna
for you?
Yeah, you want to get into the final thoughts for the evening?
Here we go.
I love the music. The music.
Folks, we've talked a lot about milestones this evening. Milestones are certainly important. A couple of milestones coming up I bet you guys did not know about this year. We are celebrating 100 years of Miles Davis this year.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah, he was born 100 years ago. Another big date coming up here. June 1st will be the 100th anniversary of Marilyn Monroe.
Wow.
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 So, yep. She, if she were alive, she would have made it to 100 this year. But milestones, they're certainly important. We've been talking a lot about them. I had a fun milestone not too long ago. Remember, we were talking about Indiana Jones. I got this at a street fair not too long ago, and it's for the Disneyland ride at Adventureland.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that
Sweet.
is
Oh, I like that.
cool.
So that was a big milestone for me because I waited 2.5 hours for that ride. It was
Oh, geez.
horrific waiting that long,
That's
but it was
wild.
awesome. It was an awesome ride. Big milestone. Another big milestone was coupling that with Universal Studios. The first time I went on the Back to the Future ride, which is
Oh, God, yeah.
awesome, fantastic. Another big milestone we can all relate to: your first hangover. That was exactly awesome.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
High school graduation. Oh, Lord.
Yep. You can. That first time you found psychedelics. What a time that was.
Oh, I'm sure. Derek.
Yep. Lily can't experience. Lily hasn't experienced this, but we can talk about the fact that we knew when we were dads. That was a big day.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking to myself, "Wait, I'm gonna be one of those. Is that really happening? Okay, here we go."
Yeah.
I think I can wing it. I think I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Oh.
The point being is that milestones are important, and we look forward to celebrating, like G said, another 100 with you. We look forward to seeing Blaine here again. We look forward to seeing Lily here again. Ben, G, stick with us for the future of whatever the hell this is, because we've been having nothing but fun. And that is the final thoughts for the night. With that, okay, let's send it off with the guests first to allow them to plug where they are at. Lily, hit us with where we can find you.
Well, mostly over on X, on Twitter. Of course, I'm always over there causing trouble. I inflamed everybody the other day with because there's rumors out there that Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy in Christopher Nolan's Odyssey.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I kind of had something to say about that.
Yeah.
So everybody kind of jumped on that.
A little something to say. A little bit.
Yeah, I just had a little bit, just a little bit something to say.
Yeah. Just some thoughts.
Yeah, and then sometimes, like when as Blaine mentioned earlier, sometimes when I can make it over to the Monday show where they the Monday Hangover. If you do not like all these modern movies, then that's a really good show to watch because it's always older movies, and sometimes it's a lot of really good ones that even I haven't seen. So it's kind of good to kind of go through a little time machine and watch all of those. But
we've reviewed a lot of films on that show that I have not seen before.
Yeah.
So. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, thanks for that, Lily. Blaine, good sir, please let us know where you can find it.
Oh man, I'm all over the place. Yeah, tomorrow I'll be on Bro Science with Beardo and X-Wing. I think we're going to be talking about Highlander, actually.
There you go.
Which that show gets wild. And then on Thursday I will be doing Critical's Cast on Hinge. We do that Thursday nights at 7, and we're going to be reviewing a really weird one. I forgot that. Well, it's a film that I love. It's called Under the Silver Lake. It's really weird, and it's a movie that kind of sets out to skewer like modern Hollywood and like literally the location of like LA and Hollywood and all of that as well. And it's just like very conspiratorial, weird kind of film. But anyways, we've started having reviews come in, and it's either like one or the other, where people are like really liking it or they're like, I hate this so much. So yeah, we're gonna actually, funny enough, because I have a group chat over here, and one of our Criticalist users is in it, and he was like, I tried to watch it, I made it an hour in, I hate this movie. and so I'm like, oh man, I wasn't expecting it to be controversial. So I'm excited to talk about Under the Silver Lake. Thursday. But yeah, and I'll be around. Who knows where else? But yeah, I'll be doing that this week. So but I would say if you're into like weird indies, check out Under the Silver Lake, because it's one of those movies that like nobody's seen and no one knows what it is, and it's never been streaming anywhere. And so the reason we're reviewing it is because it has finally popped up on streaming. And Lily, it's by the guy that did It Follows, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now. That I see that it's
Yeah.
got Andrew Garfield in it and
It
Riley
does.
Keough. Oh my gosh, I
Keough,
think
yeah.
I think I might actually watch this.
It's a
sounds
very
super
interesting movie. It's about like Hollywood conspiracy, and it's a big
Yeah. Okay,
it's a
I'm
big-
convinced. I'm gonna watch it.
yeah. Oh yeah, Caveat knows who
Yeah,
didn't like it because
he's
he's
like,
also in the he's in that chat when he saw it too. So yeah, but I'm excited to chat about that. So it'll be fun, and we're doing it. We've moved. So the Criticalist Cast studio has been in one location for a long time. We always, if anybody's seen it, we do. We're all in like the same room, and it's kind of a round table, like multiple cameras, all that stuff. And we're moving it actually into here. And so actually for the test run of the first one, my wife it's only going to be the two of us, I think. So we're going to do it in here. And so she's going to be on Thursday's show. And so it's just going to be me and the missus for this Thursday. So that'll be fun.
Nice.
Excellent.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent stuff. Josh, hit us. Where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and TikTok, and Criticless.
There you
think
go.
My username is Napper19. And very soon, hopefully, we'll be getting an X account going for Dad's Turn to Talk. I'm going to be running that. So as soon as I get that off and going, I will let everybody know on that.
Very good. Okay.
Sick.
Here's another guy who's pretty much everywhere. Bob, where can we find you?
Well, of course, you can find me here. You can on this channel. You can find us on the Dad's Turn to Talk channel, where we post the clips over there. Hopefully, we will get the other stream going. I know we've been talking about it for a while, but Derek and I, we need to actually sit down and kind of go over everything, so that way you're ready to take off with production on that. Also, you can find me on Criticalist. You can find me on X. You can find me on Fridays over on The Last Panel. Do that. Sometimes on Mondays on the MSK show. It's kind of off and on that. But yeah, that's pretty much where you can find me.
All right, very good. For the old audience, you can find me over on LinkedIn and Facebook. For the new audience, the younger ones, you can find me actually right on this show and Dad's Turn to Talk channel, along with the show that we stream here on Bob Loves Movies, and as well as Criticalist. Yes, I am there as well. I've got some movie reviews to do. Yep.
Yeah, he's finally on there.
What's your at? What do you know what your
at the DT, which is THEE,
okay,
and then my initials there, DT. Yep.
I love it. I love his profile pic.
Thank you, Bob. All right. Well, that is.
He's got Ogre from Revenge of the Nerds.
So good.
You're welcome, America. All right. Well, folks, we can't thank you enough for sticking around, watching the show, making this 100th episode very special. We look forward to 101 and so on next week. But this has been a blast tonight. Thank you, all the guests. Ben and G, wherever you are. Blaine, thank you so much. I know
it's another 100. Love you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you both for coming on, and we look forward to for you guys coming on soon too. And thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Later.